use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, you simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
Good morning, welcome to Jewellery Maker, where we are live from 9 until 1 today. Keep interactive with us on Facebook and of course by texting us in. It is wonderful to have your company, as it is to have the company of the gorgeous Sara Alvin. Hello.
Hello.
I'm so happy. I was thinking last night, it's been a long time since I've seen Sara Alvin. I didn't know that I had you today, so I'm really glad.
Oh no, it seems like a long time since I've been here.
Is this your first time back since you went on holiday with the kids?
First day show. I've done 2 evening shows.
So, do you know, you're all refreshed, and I've got to say, Sara, I was looking at your designs with you this morning. They're amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I love what you've done. We've got some really new, quirky designs from Sara, and I've got for you today so much. I'm going to start by saying that we have one very special strand here this morning, and it is an utter privilege to bring to you. And if you missed out on the Mandarin garnet last week, so many of you did, you're going to want what I've got for you now. Very beautiful, and this is going to be a considered purchase, but if you are a lover of that Mandarin garnet, I've got it for you. Spessartite. We've only got 50. This is a very limited strand. Maybe take the time right now to go and do a little bit of research on this wonderful gemstone. We bought you rounds last week for $69.95. I bring you rondelles, this time of Spessartite garnet in that wonderful Pyrite type orange. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, I want you to think about how you're going to put this into your designs, and remember, it is a very high-end gemstone. It is going to be a considered purchase. We had so many calls through to the call centre asking when we were going to get the Mandarin garnet back, if ever, and you know what, it sold out when I brought it to you last. Get the opportunity to get that look in your jewellery today. I can't wait to bring you this beautiful strand of Spessartite garnet. Look at that glow, look at that glow. Beautiful. In our third kit today, I've got for you something exclusive. So as you can tell, already today we're dipping our toe in the pool of luxury, because I have got a strand for you of ametrine and amethyst. Now this really is an utter luxury to have in a kit, and I'm sure Sara was overjoyed when she opened up her kit and saw the goodies that were within. They are just gorgeous. And if you want to get these gorgeous ametrine and amethysts, then you need to get this kit. It's exclusive to our third kit. You can't get it outside of the third kit today. Now, I'm also going to give to you, look at this. So many people have been asking for this because we've been promoting it all week, and my gosh, it's coming. It's today. Swiss blue topaz. I am so excited. Sky blue topaz. Absolutely stunning. It's gorgeous. Now, should we do your early bird? Should we do your early bird? Now, I bought these to you within another bundle yesterday, and they absolutely were super popular. Now, I'm going to give them to you as your early bird this morning. You get altogether 390. The same size this time. Yesterday you had one large, one small. This time the same size. So if you really want to repeat a design, these are for you. Now what we're talking about is those irregular, jagged edges, giving you that quirky look in your jewellery. Now, These are going to sit beautifully in earrings. Have you contemplated doing the micro macrame bracelets? Because I think they'll look fab in those. Do you see how you get that wonderful edging? Whoops. Just want to get it by the hole. There you go, so you can see the edging. Yeah, they are faceted, look. I think micro macrame for these, but I'm also thinking tassels. Look at all of them. What are you thinking, Sarah? Have you seen these? All these lovely edges, and they're not oversized. They're just right for adding those little sparkly embellishments. Where would you, when you see these, because I think as a designer you go, oh, I need those for this, that, or the other. What are you thinking?
Definitely in those sort of friendship style bracelets that are everywhere, whether you're doing it the sort of chandelier style or whether you're going for the micro macrame, definitely in those, because those are everywhere. And you know, whether you're young or old, everybody's wearing those stacked up as like badges of honour on their wrists.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah, and you see them with all the festival tags. You know, if they've been to the festivals over the summer, they have all these bracelets with those festival bracelets they keep on afterwards. But also, if you're making neckline pieces, but you can also put them into all your hair combs, your tiaras, all of those sorts of places where you need those extra bits of sparkle, look amazing. So, you know, just don't think about them as just as spacers, just add them everywhere that you're going to need to create a little bit more light, a little bit more lift in a piece of jewellery, and they're going to add value to that piece of jewellery wherever you put them. They're beautiful.
Aren't they? And they're silver on copper. All e-coated, of course, and that real sterling silver overlay. So when we're talking about adding a little bit of reflection to your jewelry, you've got it with these in a massive scale, haven't you? When you're thinking about just adding those little embellishments, maybe you're doing a major wirework project and you want to keep that metallic theme running through, these are perfect. We've got a strand coming up for you later of beautiful aquamarine that we're going to price slash, and I think aquamarine and silver are really good blend because they're very cool, aren't they, together? Now if you're doing your soutache, and you're doing your beaded chain, then these will be great for that. If you're all right with the little fiddly ones, they're going to give you that brilliant result. I also think, Sarah Elvin, I am a massive fan of the bead loom. It's unfortunately not been in stock every time I've tried to order it. Bead loom, these would be amazing on a bead loom bracelet.
Indeed, and also I've got another technique that I need to show you with the bead loom if I get a chance.
Yes.
Coming up, hopefully in the future. But you can actually bead loom and then put beads down the edge to hide the working of the bead loom itself. So these would be absolutely amazing if you've done that bead loom piece just to frame it down the sides. The extra sparkle will look absolutely amazing.
I love that idea. Well, you know what? Come and grab these. If you are looking at, have we got the bead loom in stock yet? You've got, oh, Kim thinks it's back in stock. Kim, we need this bead loom. Can you order me one? 390 of them all together. If you're doing your tiaras and you want sparkle, 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 think Ice Queen with that frosty silver. Think about this because you can put these in your winter designs. You know, winter doesn't have to be all about the golds and the reds. It's also about the icy blues and the silvers. And with that in mind, these are going to go perfectly, aren't they? Of course, with your sky blue topaz, because I just think, there you go, that is the perfect tiara combination, isn't it? I don't think so either. Kim's just saying you can't see how sparkly they are on screen, and she's right, because you can't. These are uber sparkly. 390 silver flash copper faceted cubes. 100 of these have already been allocated. Oh, it's Friday. Let's get shopping. All of this for £6.95. Come shopping with us online. It's JewelleryMaker.com, or of course give us a tinkle, 0800 644 655. Make sure you check out baskets if you're shopping online, and if you come through on the phone lines, that is a free phone number if you're dialing from a UK landline. DDGC02 is your item code. Remember to keep interactive with us today. We just love it when you send us a text. 60777 James Studio, followed by your message. Let us know how you're starting off your Friday. What beading projects have you got on the go over the weekend? Have you used the bead loom? Have you got a question for the gorgeous Sarah Elvin? text us through. Here's how. 60777 JM Studio, followed by your message. Chloe says she's got a question from me. What is this question, Chloe? Can I keep my arm still? No. I've never come across anyone like you, she's saying. What? Of course you haven't. I'm an original, darling. Do you know, my hairdresser came to my house last night, sat down, and he was talking about, we were just having a chat, and he said, oh yeah, I knew the second time I met you that you were completely nuts. I was like, how dare you? Really? I said, very funny, Chloe. So, I've had like so much, Chloe, what, you've had your hair done? She's so rude. I've had like that much cut off. Not that much. Yeah, look how short it is. My hair's normally here. No one notices me here. Nobody notices. It's because you don't pay any attention to me, Chloe. It's all me, me, me. In the future, if you could just make sure you analyse my every move, that would be wonderful. Oh dear, Sarah, I tell you what, you get some abuse in your ear around here.
Oh,
now, in your ear. I never said it like that. Now, let's challenge Sarah. I'm going to give you, I think your challenge is lush today. I think it's very Aztec. Are you coming, Tom? Tom's done his back in a bit. So we've been doing some physio with Tom this morning. I found him lying on the floor in the gallery. I said, what are you doing? He said, oh, I've done my back in. So up he got. I got him stretching his legs. We were lunging together, weren't we? Okay, come on, let's go over. Come on. Are you all right? Do you want time to stagger? Can I move the camera for you? I don't think I'd be trusted with the machinery, if I'm honest. Let's go and meet Sarah. But if it starts going like that, the camera, it's because poor Tom. Poor Tom. Oh, Sarah. I love these.
Oh, they lovely.
Lapis lazuli. I mean, we know historically this is an important gemstone because the Aztecs, the Egyptians used it. And you know, if you go to the museums, you see those little trinkets because they thought they'd need them in the afterlife, and there'd be lapis lazuli and the colours. Used to grind lapis lazuli down, just like they did with turquoise, mix it with milk and paint with it on the face, in actual paintings. You see ancient Egyptian paintings, and often, well, it's lapis blue. And in the design industry, if you're reading your magazines, you know, the thick glossy ones with Kate Moss in, usually a lot of things will be described as lapis blue. Definitely. Which it's not navy, it's not royal blue, it sits beautifully in between when you want something deep but still striking, so not as dark as navy blue. But lapis is so much more than that because it's also got these natural inclusions of pyrite that just light them up. And on a design aspect, I think that, well, we know that a lot of the big designers use this. And if you, like I do, often research jewellery designers to get a bit of inspiration, you'll see this gemstone in massive collector's pieces, like it with big price tags. And, you know, I think justifiably so. They really deliver to your jewellery designs striking colour, beautiful, edgy designs that you can create. Now, you've got the rounds. We love a round.
Rounds are perfect, aren't they? They're so easy to use,
best
so
friend,
versatile.
Best friend in jewellery making.
They are.
Beady beads.
Oh yeah, beady beads. You just single ones as a charm with a little bit of wire wrap down the bottom. Great for you can put using your wire wrap in between, your wire wrap links. Do your rosary style pieces. They're absolutely just the most versatile style of bead, and they're great for beginners.
Yeah.
If you've not done anything before, I grabbed this bundle and I would just make really simply a little stretchy bracelet with some spacer beads. If you've got those silver spacer beads, the early bird, they would look amazing in between. And just make something really simple with these, just to start off with if you're just starting. But also you've got those squares there, which is your next step up.
I love these rectangles. I love they're nice in earrings. They sit really nice and flat. So if you wanted to do like an asymmetric, just have a little detail there that sits nicely, then this is most definitely your strand. I'm also going to give to you, and the nice thing about these that you'll notice, and we don't do many strands like this, I'm going to show you. This Jasper is top drilled. Now these drops, I'd say are more like egg shapes but they're kind of flatter on the edges, so they will butt together perfectly. Do you see? So they make a great flower. They make great detail pieces. I'm sure you've got loads and loads and loads of ideas. I love this sort of latte colour that we've got here.
They just look like butterfly wings when you did that.
Sorry, darling.
When you put those two together, just like that, those two of the pear shapes.
Like a little bow?
They look like little butterfly wings.
Isn't it? See, you put something together.
Yeah.
Look at the pyrite. I mean, this is a really wonderful quality in every single one of these gemstones, particularly. Oh, both strands of that lapis are amazing. Well, all of these are amazing, aren't they? Isn't this a lovely bundle? Sarah, I'm sure you're going to have fun with this today.
I am. I've already got some findings out.
I can see you've got lots of gold.
Findings. Yes, I need gold when it comes to lapis, because to me, lapis and gold is an Egyptian match made in heaven.
Undoubtedly, yeah.
But then you bring in the natural tones as well with the Jasper, and it's a lovely, lovely combination. So we shall see what I can come up with.
So I'm going to leave these with you. Actually, no, I'm not, because you've got your own.
I'm
going to take
mine.
I'm going to take mine. Okay. Ooh, got an itch. Right, I've just dropped it. I'm going down and back up again. Come on. See that for knee work? That's, it's all about the cod liver oil. Now, I'm going to give to you. Sorry, I got stuff going on in the back of me. Right, now I'm going to give to you stunning amethyst. How many people tell you amethyst is one of their favourite gemstones? It's a favourite of Sarah Alvin's, I know that for sure. And look, is it your birthstone?
It's not my birthstone. I don't know why I'm so attracted to it, because it's not my birthstone. Emerald's my birthstone. But I think it's just the tones and the variety of colours that you get in the gemstone. It goes from those really, really baby blush purples and pinks right through to those really deep chocolate box colours. And I think it's just that whole variety that really draws me to it.
The facets on this strand, Sarah, really offer us a lot of scope for our design as well, don't they? Because we're talking about pendants here. And if you go online and you have a look, yesterday we were looking at Links of London, lovely company, beautiful jewellery, pendant of pink amethyst it was. It was £995 for a tiny bit on a lovely rose gold, very fine chain, beautiful it was, absolutely beautiful. And I'm saying that not to tell you to put your piece at £995, but to put in your mind the regard that the world has for amethyst, because it is a very well-known gemstone, well known for its wonderful colour properties, beautiful depth, and its elegance. And I think it just looks gorgeous. And I do think these deep, rich, velvety purples are perfect for the winter months where you don't want to be wearing burnt oranges and browns all the time. You'd like to put a splash of colour in there. These are going to look absolutely stunning just as single pendants. And I think if you're shopping with a business head on, these are indeed individual pendants, aren't they? Because all you've got to do is put some real silver wire through the top of these, wrap loop really nice and neat and tidy over the top, little eye loop, and put it on some fine chain. The colour will make your piece of jewellery striking enough. The facets will give it the lustre that you want. Now you could make a matching pair of earrings. Do you know, these are mirror graduated. So you could, I mean, that just as a necklace is striking. And if I was doing this for myself, I would try it on, but as you know, Chloe, I got my dress on back to front this morning. Brilliant. I did admit it, they know what I'm like. You try getting dressed at 5 o'clock in the morning in the dark. I didn't even notice, did I, till the last minute? I thought my neckline's a bit high. Hey up, I got my dress around the wrong way. It's because I spent too much time in physio with you this morning, Tom.
Sorry about that.
It was all the lunging we were doing. Now, I'm going to count these for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 19 is what you've got. I think they're just so beautifully faceted. This Gems of Distinction strand, giving your jewellery that breathtaking elegance. Think about putting, if you're going to put this in a full necklace, you know when you do your tiny little gizmo coils, think about putting those in between each one. Now the reason we separate these gemstones on strands is to stop them from rubbing against one another because they're so wonderfully detailed in the faceting. You don't want them to get damaged in any way. So if you are going to lay this out on the neckline as a necklace, keep them not massively separated, just like this. Like you could have little sort of ½ centimetre coils in between each one of them, can't you? Sarah, when you see a strand like this, I know Rachel Norris has done a lot with these shapes in her designs, hasn't she? And she's been really inspiring. What would you do with it?
Though, as you say, you can keep it really simple and put lots of little spacer beads in between, but they would be great on turned into flower designs, on wire wrapping. They would be great on wire worked cuffs if you wanted to take those up and maybe take them in a sort of snake format, because you'd be able to wire wrap those in there. They would be great if you wanted to make sort of floral designs on headdresses and tiaras and combs. They would be brilliant for doing that. I also think they look a little bit like peacock feathers. Those little sort of bottom bits, the centre bits of peacock feathers.
Oh, now you've said it. Now you've said it. So, no, I love peacocks.
So if you're doing a wire work piece, maybe they could be the focal point of the peacock feathers at the bottom of a sort of peacock inspired piece. So there's so much you can do with them.
You do get purple when it, the iridescence kind of thing, is if that would be the right word for a feather. You know, when it, oh yeah, peacock blues and purples. Put them with greens. Oh, how fabulous would they be with a really good green?
Like a sort of tealy green. They look amazing with.
Well, I've got a peridot green here.
It's still, again, they're nature-inspired colours.
Oh, gosh.
They work beautifully.
That is gorgeous, isn't it? I'm thinking pyrite with these as well would look good. And I've got some pyrite nuggets. You're going to go mad for these. Oh, I haven't seen pyrite nuggets like this before. Oh, you're going to love them. You're going to love them. We're going to give you an excellent price tag. You've got 60 carats in all, and the graduations range between 8x5 to 16x14 on a 16 centimetre strand. BBK. BBG K18. £7.95 is what you're going to. £7? Well, you better get 4. Yeah, that is low. Chloe went, that is a bit low. What you talking about? This is crazy. $7.90. You have to multi-buy on this. If you love amethyst, do you know what? Even if you don't love it, your customer's going to go crazy for this. If you never ever have used a shape or size like this, buy it to take yourself out of your comfort zone and make something fabulous. $7.95 is a really, 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 really low price tag for a strand that this is a Gems of Distinction strand, Kim. You monkey. Unbelievably beautiful, unbelievably sparkly, faceted, top drilled, ticking all the boxes.
It is, and it's just, that price, I would be getting several of those.
Me too.
Even if all you're going to do, if you've got a fair coming up and you're going to make lots of different pairs of earrings, you've got so many different sizes and different sizes on there that you can be able to make lots of different types of earrings just out of that one strand. So, you know, I would be buying those in multiples.
I absolutely, wholeheartedly agree. And you know something? I've got a really exclusive strand coming up for you later. Look, how stunning is that? Oh. I need those together. I can't believe I'm only paying $7.90. Can you believe you're only paying $7.95 for these? And I know you want that Spessartite. Now I've got a text to Rooney. Right, this involves me touching technology, so you're gonna have to. Why isn't it doing something? Where is it now? It's not that type. It's not branded. Oh, meh. Meh. Make it do something. Oh, it's that, is it? Oh, lovely. Alicia in Hampshire. Hello, Alicia. Hi, Jen. When are we going to have some bracelet memory wire for my many chips and nuggets I need to get going for Christmas fairs? Cheers, Alicia. Kim, answer that question, please, darling. Do you know what? Actually, we've got some in the next kit coming up. Some nuggets. Memory, oh yeah, she wants memory wire. We've got some in this kit, and we can get it on the web, but we're going to give you a great deal with this. And if you, now Sarah, you're really good with memory wire actually, aren't you? And with chips and nuggets. Yeah. Let me put this down before it blows up. Look at this, made out of memory wire. Unbelievable. Isn't this wonderful? Well, Alicia, my darling jewellery maker, I'm going to give you some memory wire in this next kit. How gorgeous is this? Sarah Alvin, amazing design here. Now, let's give you, Alicia, some memory wire indeed from Hampshire. Now, you get loads in this kit. And Alicia, if you want this, just to let you know that it's very low in stock. And you're going to get a great deal. So you're going to get all these lovely gemstones. We've got some nuggets coming up later on if you want to get some more of those as well. Those pyrite ones, Alicia, and everyone else you need. So first of all, I'm going to start by showing you the memory wire. You have got necklace, 14 coils on one spool. Spool. That's my favourite word of the moment, spool. It's not spoon and it's not school, it's spool. Now, you've also got bracelet memory wire, 14 coils on the spool, and you've got ring memory wire, 14 coils on the spoils. So you've got 3 lots. You can't say it, it's like a tongue twister if you keep saying it, you see. You've got 3 of the memory wire spools. You've also got, look at these gemstones, you're going to love it. Garnet. I love this garnet strand. Let me just pop this out the way. Now, if you've got the bead loom, look at those. I love gold with garnet, do you? So it's a good job we've got gold findings with this kit. Now you've also got, oh, look at that. What I love it. Now there, right there, that's autumn, isn't it? Isn't this gorgeous? Those labradorite festive strands. Tiny, weeny labradorite. Good, fabulous, perfect. Now, you've got Amazonite. And you've also got pink amethyst. Oh my gosh. Now, if I'm honest with you, I'm going to keep these two. Oh no, actually, they do mix up good, don't they? I was just going to say, in all honesty, I would keep the Amazonite and the amethyst together and the other two together. But actually, now having put these together like that, they look good. But these two, I just think, I love the idea of bead looming these. And again, just to draw on that lovely bracelet that I fell in love with ages ago that Emma and Gary did, they put their 3-hole spacer beads on some sapphires, I think it was, and emeralds. I think we should give the bead, we need to do the bead loom, because these need, we're going to give it you, says Kim, we're going to give you that bead loom. That's what we're going to do. Now, you also get, so don't forget you've got the memory wire in here. Your pink amethyst squares are 4x1 to 6x2. Your Amazonite rounds are 10mm, garnet 3mm, labradorite 3mm. I do love a bit of garnet too. Now you've also got 3 lots of ribbon. You've got, I think these are quite Christmassy. You get a lot with this kit, don't you? Now whether you'd, I was just about to say I'd use the ribbon for packaging, but no, but then look what Sarah's made. Look at that. See, it does go really well, doesn't it? Now, you've also got all your beading material, your monofilament, your elastic, and your beading thread. So if this is your first purchase here at Jewellery Maker, you will get everything you need, because you also get 98, this kit's going to sell out, we've only got 30 left, 98 findings in gold without the toggle clasp, but with everything else, 3 pairs of shepherd's hooks, eye pins, head pins, a metre of chain, 3 of your ribbon ends with your extender chain, the nautical clasp, the jump rings, the your head pins and eye pins, I've said that already, haven't I? Your jump rings and your crimpy beads and your little donuts you get in this. All of this for under £20. Now, this was a limit. We only had 100 of these. We've only got 30 left, 28 left now. £19 for all of this. Come through on the phone lines, 0800 644 655. If this is your first ever purchase here at Jewellery Maker, everything you see is included. And with your first purchase, you will also receive a free tutorial DVD, a step-by-step book, and a JM Hub magazine. All the information on our workshops and tutorials are also available. Hey, I've got it actually, let's show you. I never get a JM Hub magazine down here anymore though. So you've got your Jewellery Maker book, you also get the DVD, and your workshops and tutorials information. That's free with your very first order. Also, if you're buying a kit as your first purchase here at Jewellery Maker, if you make up the jewellery and you think, oh, I was rubbish, I don't like it, send it back, we'll give you your money back, only on your first kit. Now, excuse me, I'm going to, of course, trot on over to the luscious Sara oven, so let us be inspired by the designs that Sara's created, because I think it's when you have a look at jewellery that's made up out of these kits, your mind sparks with inspiration, doesn't it? Now, Cass, I've accidentally left that necklace over there. Look at this, I love it, I love it. You've come back from holiday with a fresh, oh! Yep. I like that.
Yeah, just very simple little memory wire bracelet.
And I love the use of gold balls in between, because that really, oh, I love the ring as well. Hey, Sara, this is brilliant. Isn't that ring gorgeous?
That's just very, very simple.
Really
just
beautiful
threading
jewellery.
the beads onto there, and they'll hold their position once they're on the memory wire. So they're not actually stuck in position at all. They're just held by the tension of the memory wire.
I love that. I think it's beautiful. And you can still, the thing about memory wire rings is that you don't need to size them, do you? So it's perfect.
And if you decide you didn't want it to be that colour, you've got the labradorite in the same size. You could take those off and put the labradorite on there and have a different ring.
I really like that. I think it looks beautiful. Now the earrings you've got, and Kim's just making a point actually, you've got a real mix of delicate and wow factor jewellery here. So you made some really different pieces. I really love these earrings because they're really elegant. They're very pretty.
You could wear those every single day and just feel just really elegant and beautiful. But if you were going out, you know, there's something you just keep in your handbag. If you're going from work and you don't wear earrings at work and you just want to go out straight from work, you pop that on, that little bracelet and the ring, and you're ready to go. Really simple jewellery, really easy to wear, and you know, it makes you feel brilliant.
We've only got 10 of these kits left. I love this necklace. I think that's beautiful. It reminds me, and I don't even know why, of Fabergé eggs. I don't know why.
Don't know.
Because nothing like, it doesn't look like an egg, but it's just, I just thought, oh, Fabergé, do you know what I mean? I love what you've done here with the jump rings.
Yeah, it just has a little
Is it all the
more
gold and
detail.
purple together? It's very Fabergé. And look, Amazonite here with the links of chain, and you've made a beady bead out of the labradorite.
Yeah, that's the multiple beady beads. That's the 5 beaded beady beads. There's 30 little beads in there.
Wow.
So it's just a little focal point, but it's just, you know, just something different to do with smaller beads if you've got them in your collection.
Sara, you see how these are all little and sparkly?
Yes.
You know how some Shambhala style bracelets are like that? Well, most of them that aren't genuine gemstones. Could I make this a Shambhala bead?
Indeed you can, because once it's made, it's got a hole straight through the centre, so you can thread your lazy strand through there, no problem at all.
I reckon they'd make perfect Shambhala. We've got single figures of this left now. One pair of earrings, and then Sara's going to show us, we've just got one more pair of gorgeous Amazonite earrings. Sara's going to show us, I believe, the necklace.
I am. I'm going to show you how to make the structure of the necklace, and then it's literally just got a little chain dangle added onto it there for you. So I'm going to show you how to make the structure of the necklace. And the necklace is a collar made from 2 pieces of memory wire, the necklace memory wire. And what you need to do is, with your memory wire, if I hold this away from there so you can see, you'll see that it'll coil round and you'll end up with a tail and a full circle. And what you actually want to do is try not to stretch it too much, but what you want to do is, on your first piece, you want to take about a coil and a quarter. And if you've got memory wire cutters at home, do use those, because I'm being a bit naughty and using my normal ones because I haven't got my memory wire cutters in the studio. And so I'm going to take a coil and a quarter for my first piece. So that's the first one. And then what you want to do with the second one is to take a slightly larger piece than that. So take your coil, overlay it, and just take a slightly larger, so maybe a coil and a third.
Now you're using your regular
I'm
cutters
being very
there.
naughty. I shouldn't be doing that.
But they will cut it. So if I had 2 pairs of those, would I just put a blob of nail varnish on there so I knew that those were my memory wire ones?
You could. I mean, if you've got the memory wire ones, brilliant. I use my memory wire ones at home because and they're a different colour from all my other pliers, which is great because they're red and black, I believe, my memory wire ones. So I know that I will always use those for memory wire, and I always hide my good wire cutters away when I'm using memory wire, so I don't pick them up by accident, because the memory wire is so strong that what it can do with strengthened pliers is it can dint the cutting blade on them. So if you're going to use your normal ones, keep a spare pair just for that and don't use them for anything else.
Okay.
Then what we're going to do on the memory wire is on the end of both of these, we're just going to turn a loop. So what you need to do is just with your pliers, and again, because the memory wire is quite strong, go with the circle. So don't try and force away from it. Actually go with the way the memory wire's going. So
is there a particular reason for that?
It just makes it easier to turn it. And
okay,
also,
don't make your own life difficult.
Also, the end of the memory wire can be a little sharp. So if you actually turn it in, so it's away from where it's going to sit on the neckline, it won't be scratchy. So there's another good reason to do that as well. So just turn it in so it's away from where this will sit on the neckline. This piece will sit against the skin. There's no sharp edges there at all. Okay. So you're going to do that on all 4 ends of your memory wire. You're going to turn that coil. So I've done that already for you. And what I've done on here, just to hold the shape of if I pull this apart, you'll be able to see the shape of the actual neckline piece. Can you see now? All I've done is on the both of my where I've coiled it, is just to tie a little tiny piece of the threading material. I don't think you can see that. If I put my finger under it, can you see? I've just literally got some beading thread just holding those 2 together.
Okay.
Basically acting as a second hand for you, so you can actually do all your threading.
Okay.
Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to tuck underneath my board the end of my memory wire to make my life easier. If you've got a clipboard at home, or if you've got
this way.
There we go.
I couldn't see.
So you can see that I've got my structure coming here. If you've got a clipboard at home, clip it to your clipboard, or if you've got the macrame board, you can tuck the end underneath your macrame board as well.
Okay.
So I'm going to get Jenny to be my glamorous assistant. Can you just hold?
I don't know about glamorous, but I can definitely assist.
Hold those 2 for me, just there. You don't need to hold the other end.
Not this end here,
just
here.
So to anchor my threading material, I'm just going to do an overhand knot. So this is a beautiful blue ribbon.
If I was at home, I'd have this in a position where I could...
You'd have it clamped down onto something, or you'd
have a big cup of tea on top of it.
You'd have it somewhere that it would be easy. I mean, at home I had a clipboard, another bulldog clip, and I had it literally clipped onto a board with a beading mat underneath it, which made my life an awful lot easier. Okay, so if we try and turn this a little bit so we're facing upwards. There we go. Right. Okay, so I've got my threading material, and to start the weave...
This will bend back into shape if we're boinging it
As long as you don't pull it and pull it and pull it and actually kink it with anything, it'll just boing straight back into shape. Okay. So don't panic about that. The memory wire bracelets is a little less forgiving, so don't keep pulling it out and out and out. Okay. But this is a little bit stronger. It seems a little bit more robust. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my threading material under the left hand outside piece of memory wire and over the top. Okay, and then I'm going to take my right hand one over the top of that and under the outside one to create... Can you see this one here? I don't know if you can see with it being black.
Yeah, maybe we need the macrame board.
I don't know where it is.
Someone's pinched it.
Oh, I don't know. So I've gone under, and that's created my first loop. Should I put my hand under there? I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, we're all right. We can make it out. We can make it out.
Yeah.
Aye.
And then what I'm going to do is now this one on the right hand side is going to go over the underneath. Oops. Underneath. It's a bit tricky on the first bit.
It's tricky as well when you're trying to do it with like an angle that just is not natural.
I know.
Sorry, my big head went in your way then as well.
That's okay. So it's going to go under there and under that one. And basically what you're doing is you're just taking them under the outside ones and across the middle and over each other. So you're actually just crossing over.
And we just repeat that, do we, over and over again?
Yeah, you just go over and under and cross.
So you just do that all the way around?
Yep, over and under, and then over and under. And just keep crossing them over and under, and you'll end up with this pattern going around the outside. And once you get round to the bottom, you'll see it'll start to open up and you'll get this cross-shaped weave.
This one here? Sorry, as it gets wider. Yeah,
so you'll get this cross-shaped weave. And you're just going to keep going all the way around to the other end of your memory wire. And you will just literally tie that other end off just through the loops at the end. And then you're finished. And you can literally add on your embellishments, your jump rings, wherever you want to.
And that you just literally tie it at the end?
Just tie it at the end, and I would, if in any doubt that it might come undone, you can either fuse it, if you've got the Versatip, you can fuse it with a Versatip, or if you haven't got that, you can put a dab of jewellery glue, and because it's at the back, jewellery glue typically will make your ribbon go a little bit darker, but because it's at the back of the neck piece, no one's going to see it, so don't worry about that.
Now, just to let you know, the kit has gone and sold out. So well done to everybody who did get it. We were limited on that one. Thank you. I love that.
Thank you.
Beautiful jewellery, by the way, on there. Thank you. Of course, if you are also inspired by Sarah's jewellery, remember that everything will go on our Facebook page after the show, and we will repeat the show on YouTube on a loop throughout the day. Well, it'll be on YouTube always, won't it? And we'll repeat this on a loop throughout the day. So I'm on your telly all day, whether you like it or not. Have a look. I've got the bead loom. But before that, what did you do? Press something. Nothing's happening. I didn't. Oh, that one. Oh, it's all right. Okay. I don't know. It's not the same as mine. Gillian in Midlothian. Good morning, Gillian. Gillian says, morning all at JM. Question for Sarah. Écoutez. What threads are best to use? I've loads of the nylon 0.3 threads. Can I use these? Also, how do I finish off? Love the show as always. I've learned so much from watching. Thank you, Gillian, near Edinburgh. In what context, I'm wondering? Sorry, about to try. Missed out a vital part of the text, which was about to try out my bead loom.
Right.
What threads are best to use?
If you're doing the long warp threads that go up and down the loom, you can use just about anything you want on those. Oh. As long as they will fit between those grooves, because your beads aren't going to thread onto that material. It's acting as a holding mechanism.
It's the base of the weave, isn't it?
Your threads that go up and down the loom are the ones you thread on top of and below. So they can be beading thread, they can be monofilament, they can be your nylon, they can be your very fine nylon threads or satin threads. They could be any of those. You could even probably try the finer leather cords on there. They may sit inside those grooves. I haven't tried it yet.
It's just about getting into the groove, isn't it? It doesn't matter if it goes through a gemstone or not, because that's not what's happening.
No. And then for threading across the weave to hold your beads on, the only thing you need to remember is it must go through your beads at least twice. Oh. So whatever medium you're using has to go through your beads at least twice.
Why?
Because you go once across to go underneath those warp threads, and then you go across through the beads again to go on top of the warp threads to create the sandwich so your beads don't move. So that creates your weave.
All right, so that answers my question. If I were using a seedy bead then, would it be monofilament?
Monofilament, or if you've got the Eslon from doing the soutache.
Oh, Eslon!
That's brilliant as well.
Can we do more Eslon, please?
Yeah, that will work quite happily. With seed beads, you probably want a 3mm up.
Can I use cotton if I haven't got any Eslon?
You can use normal cotton, but bear in mind, of course, it's not treated to sort of withstand going in the showers and things like that, so it may wear over time.
Yeah, that's the point.
But you can certainly use fine monofilament, so things like the invisible sewing thread you can buy at haberdasheries. It's a really fine monofilament. It's slightly finer than the one that we normally have in the kits.
Okay.
And if you have difficulty getting your monofilament through your beading needle, if you take the end of it and take your flat nose pliers and squish the end with your flat nose pliers really hard, it actually
your beading thread?
Your monofilament.
Really?
It actually flattens that end out just enough to get through the beading needle.
Make it a little bit more pointy.
Yeah. And to finish off, tie a surgeon's knot and then bead back through your rows, so with your needle and your thread, and then tie a few surgeon's knots as you go on the ends of the rows, and then you can just chop it off and it'll be hidden.
Oh, and it won't go bling?
It won't go ping. And normally just say do a few rows of going back and a couple of knots on either end, and you can hide the knots inside the beads.
Now these are back in stock for, and as you know, these come in, go out, come in, go out. You've got to use it. Now if you're thinking, what does it do? I need to know, I've never seen it before. If you want to create pieces of jewellery where you row, you can have a look on our website as well, can't you? And have a look at these. Comes with full instructions, of course, so you row stuff. I'm just going to turn it around. You need this, don't you? Oh my gosh, don't you need this? Here's a look on the web. If you want to have a little look over it, you can see exactly what you can create. I think you did these, didn't you, Sarah?
I did.
She's a good one. She's a good one. Is Sarah allowed to use the bead loom today if she so wishes? Seems. How many have we got in stock? Because 180. I reckon they'll sell out, won't they?
They will. They've come in and flown out every single time we've had them.
Every single time.
Yes.
You get full instructions with your bead loom. All comes with. Now you get this little tool. You can actually use this for making little coils, but that's not what its function is. Its function is to make this curve. It's this way, isn't it? Oh, the other way?
Yes.
Without the knots on.
And then you just bend it up.
There you go.
And then when you put your warp threads on, if they're a little loose, your warp threads, the ones that go across the loom,
across here.
if they're a little loose, what you can do is when you've got it all tied on, you can take that tension bar out, and it will the loom itself will tension those threads across your loom and give you that extra tension. So don't panic if you can't get your threads really tight when you're doing the warp threads.
Once it's out, it'll
Once you
tighten.
take the tension bar out, it will automatically tension those threads for you.
And these little nodules on the back are for you to tie your
They're for
beading
tying all your threading materials
thread onto.
Yeah.
Now remember, you also get your needle in here and your needle threader, full instructions, and you get the bag. Now it's a little bit like Laura Binding's Lazy Daisy in a way that you are going to take this everywhere with you. If you haven't tried the bead loom, definitely recommend you try it because you're going to love it, especially if you want to do those big banded bracelets, those big feature pieces on a necklace. We're already really busy for this on the phone line, so we're going to go straight out and give you a price tag. XFB N29. Now that is a sound investment for your jewellery stash, do you think?
It's such a good tool, and it's such a small cost to invest in it. I love the fact that pouch comes with it because I put my beads in there as well and my threading materials, and I can take it with me, and it's a really great one if you're going to go away on holiday or something like that. You can just take something very small with you, but you're going to get hours of beading out of it, and you don't need to take all your sort of wire work tools and things like that with you, so you can actually bead to your heart's content with a very small package.
Now, I'm going to give this to Sarah, so if she so wishes, she could use it perhaps with the Lapis lazuli rectangles or something like that with her challenge. £7.95. You're going crazy for this. We have about 25% of the stock is already gone, so you need to be quick. We've got lots of people. Oh, we have got lots of people in a queue. There is a queue. There is a queue on the phone lines. Please bear with it. It's a free phone number if you're dialing from a UK landline, so don't worry. If you have got this in your basket on the website, check out your basket. I don't want you missing out. Now also with our early bird, these would be brilliant.
Definitely. They would really work so beautifully with the loom, and they would give you, if you just wanted to use those on their own on the bead loom,
look great.
They would give you the most amazing finish. They would look amazing.
Half the stock's now being allocated for £7.95, the bead loom. I'm going to give this to Sarah and she can use it in any way. She's also allowed our early bird, isn't she? I've just decided. Let's just say yes to her. They've just gone, they're fed up with me. I'm going to give this to you, Sarah, so I'm going to pop it there.
Lovely.
My darling, there you go. You don't need the instructions. I've got to keep these, but you can have your own.
I can have my own.
I'm going to give you the early bird price. Do you know what? You are going to get so many little silver sparklers, and if you've got the bead loom, you absolutely must get these if you want that perfect silver cuff look. Beautiful. How long does it take, Sarah, to make a bracelet if I was doing it with these?
The most time-consuming thing I find is actually setting the loom up. It's not actually that difficult to thread them. If you were doing them with those, you would probably spend, I don't know, maybe about an hour. But
is that all?
An enjoyable hour of doing it, especially if you're just starting. You get quicker once you've got used to the loom and setting it all up, and you'd probably have a bracelet within maybe half an hour to an hour.
Oh, I like that. I like that. I want a bracelet within half an hour to an hour. Perfect. DDGC02, your silver flash copper faceted cubes. You've got 390. That's absolutely loads for just $6.95. So if you've bought the bead loom for only an extra $6.95, was that 15 quid altogether if you bought the both? Pounds. I said quid, sorry. Oh, I'm not posh. She's so posh, and then she goes and says the word quid. They just say to my ear, I'm not posh. I ain't got no airs and graces. $6.95 is your price tag. Now, please, I want more Wall of Fames with bead looms. We haven't got enough. We need more. So if you've got the bead loom, for me, please send us in your Wall of Fame entries. Me and Sarah are going to go and check out what's already there. It's wonderful.
Ooh,
Isn't that beautiful?
All the work that's gone into that beautiful wirework piece. I've got number 355, and this is from Louisa. Yeah, in Cheshire. She says, hi JMers, today's programme with Jenny and Natalia was fun. She doesn't get to watch as often as she would like because she's got to go to work to fund her JM habit.
Good on you.
Here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame, a wirework pendant made with 1mm and 0.4mm silver plated wire and a 14mm faceted agate from a multicoloured strand, all from Jewellery Maker. And she says she's loving Debbie Bulford's new Polymer clay book.
Go DB!
Yeah, so, and that's from Louisa in Cheshire.
Brilliant book that is, you must get it.
I just love the simplicity of that, the beautiful wire work, it's gorgeous.
It is, isn't it?
Oh, sorry, there we go. Look.
Really pretty pendant. Now, I think we're seeing some marquee style inspiration. Do you know what I'm loving at the moment? Everyone doing the Kumihimo with the I think it's Kumihimo with the beads. I love it. Number 358. We had a brilliant one on Facebook yesterday. From Sue Newman. Hello, Sue. And Sue says, this is my entry for the Wall of Fame. Jenny on Thursday said she hadn't seen beaded Kumihimo. Yes, brilliant. It's brilliant. So I thought I would send this. Thank you so much, Sue. All the stones and silver and gold plated spaces are from JM, as are the findings and beading. Do you know what though? I just think looks wonderful, and doesn't it?
It looks so organic when you mix gemstones like that. It looks amazing.
It does. And then if you look at the top one, this looks like chain almost. I really love this look.
With the tubes of the spacer beads you've been doing, you get so many. Or if you've got the early bird, again, great for doing the beaded Kumihimo.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
So you could create something like this out of the early bird.
You could.
Perfect. She's saying the pictures aren't doing the jewellery justice, but I couldn't go outside, it's too wet. Don't do it, Sue, do not do it. Just stay indoors. It's too cold outside. Number 358, who's got the fire on?
Oh,
brilliant, Sue, thank you for sending me that. Fire's on, heating's on, slippers are on feet.
Oh, big socks are back out.
Extra duvet. I mean, it's ridiculous. I'm having a winter meltdown. I'm like, right now, go from one extreme to the other.
In denial that summer has left us. It's not fair.
Now I know who did this. This is from, hang on, let me just, yeah, it's Beer, surname Beer, Nicola Beer.
You're
It's
right.
amazing.
You're right.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I saw this on Facebook. We all saw this. Nicola.
Amazing.
Actually, I had to Facebook her to tell her it was amazing. It's amazing. I love it. Is that an I mean, that looks like an opal in the middle, right?
It does look like an opal.
I think it was. Did I see it yesterday?
Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So it's 356 from Nicola Beer. It's the latest project for the Wall of Fame. It's a cuff bangle made with a mix of fine and argentium silver in lovely chunky gauges and some fine silver wire from JM.
It's rainbow moonstone.
And it's a cabochon of rainbow moonstone. Oh my goodness.
We need more of those cabochons because look at that.
That is just
You've
amazing.
got one today. We've got one today. Do you know what Nicola said yesterday? More cabochons, please. Honestly, I looked at that and I just thought, that is blinking amazing.
It is. They're just beautiful, especially when they're set into these sorts of bangles and pieces. This was influenced by an Eastern European style wrapping, and it's her first foray into filigree style work. Oh my goodness me, how amazing is that for the first go at that. The small rondelles are rainbow moonstone, and she's desperate for some more cabochons to come into stock, so I hope you're watching today, Nicola, and you'll get your hands on some more cabochons.
Hope so.
And that's from Nicola Beer.
I knew it was from Nicola Beer. I already knew. I already spoke to her yesterday about that. I've got a little cabochon of moonstone, not a huge one, but it's coming up for you. But I think she means the single big cabochons, Kim. She's looking for you. She's looking for you. Ring Oxbury and tell her while she's on the plane, we demand more cabochons.
That's it.
We want them more. So we're going to give you that now. I love these though. They're tongue in box. Really good quality.
It's so secure.
Do you know this would be a great clasp to use as a? This is sterling silver, and it's handcrafted sterling silver as well. And you've got the 2 loops.
Be great as a clasp if you're doing the bead loom work as well.
Oh yeah. Do you clasp bead? Yeah, I suppose you do, don't you?
You can either clasp them or you can make clasps out of the beads on the bead loom as well. So but that would be a great clasp for a bead loom piece.
We're going to give you a price tag to get involved with us today. SZJ D25 is your item code. Cass, you've got some examples of cabochon goodness. Oh, look. So you could do, isn't this gorgeous? Who did this? Of course, Rosanna. Why isn't Rosanna on air? Could somebody tell me? Look. Isn't that gorgeous? So you could do the same style, but with these. Do you know, this is brilliant, isn't it?
It's an amazing piece of wire work. Lovely.
Rosanna is very good. She's very good. Look at that. It's beautiful. So we're going to give you the price tag. Over 3 grams of silver, a beautiful teardrop of genuine. Look at the quality. These are jewellers' findings, aren't they? I think
they are. They're not the sort of findings you find in your hobbyist shops at all. These are high quality, professionally made. Well, they're pieces of jewellery in their own right.
Yes,
before you
right.
even do anything else to them. I mean, I would be quite happy just to hang that on a chain and you know hang some more chain from the bottom and make it into a pendant. It's just so beautiful.
It really is, and I love that bezel setting. Limited stock on these. We're going to give you now this price tag. These should be $9.95. Kim's naughty. Oh, they were more than $9.95. This one. They were $12.95. Now. This price tag is lower than we get as staff cost, by the way. So if I were you, and you can thank Nicola Beer for this, if I were you, I'd snap them up quick because this is one hot pendant. We've only got 80 of these left. We do anticipate a sellout in today's show at that price tag. Lowest ever. Now, without further ado, I'm going to crack on with this. I love this. I love the golds as well because it is winter after all now. I'm going to have to go out and buy loads of clothes. It is winter. It's autumn. No, sorry. Same thing, isn't it? Right, this is from Helen Steeples, who says, hi everyone, this is my entry to this week's Wall of Fame. Gold coloured wirework flower bracelet with faceted citrine, all from Jewellery Maker, of course, and inspired by the one and only Rachel Norris. Love to you all, Helen Steeples from Grimthorpe in Barnsley. Caz, you're from Barnsley, aren't you?
No.
Caz, you are. Where are you from?
You're from Leeds. Oh, she's from near where I grew up then.
Leeds, Barnsley, same thing.
No, not quite. Not quite.
Is it not?
No.
Yeah, but you all say I'm from the forest. I'm from Cheltenham. That's not the same thing, but no one goes barking on my cat.
Like
They're all
saying
going mad. Everyone says I'm from the forest, Randy. I'm not from the forest.
It's like saying Sheffield's the same as Leeds. Not is it?
It isn't?
No. Okay, so I've got 357 here, and this is from
Nilani. That's a pretty name.
I
like that.
Yeah, from Rushden in Northamptonshire. She says, "Hi everybody at Jewellery Maker. This is my first Wall of Fame entry. Although she's been watching since we started. Why haven't you been sending them in before? It's beautiful. I made this collection of jewellery from amber chips I purchased ages ago from Jewellery Maker, along with the lemon quartz centre for the pendant. And I think they were some golden rutail quartz. Correct me if I'm wrong. They do probably, yes, probably are. Drops on the earrings. I just sold some of this collection at a local craft fair. I hope you like. Yeah, I know, how brilliant. I'm surprised they didn't all get snapped, but they're gorgeous. I love the show and all the presenters and the designers and everyone behind the cameras doing a fab job. And that's from Nilani.
Nilani. Nilani. What a lovely name.
What a beautiful set of designs. They're amazing. Look at that.
Beautiful. Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Chloe's teasing me and asking me, she said that I'm geographically stupid, which is completely true. I wasn't very good in geography. Oh, sorry, geographically challenged. Sorry, Chloe. Well, the gist of it was she was saying I was dumb, which is true, actually, because I don't know where she's going, she's asking me where's
the GPS,
where's Kilmarnock? I said, I don't know. Is it in Scotland? Scotland. I did say Ireland, all right, originally, but is it Scotland?
It is.
Yeah. What was the other one you asked me where Rotherham was? I said somewhere up north. Is that right?
Yeah, Rotherham's up north.
It's because it sounds up north, doesn't it? Rotherham.
Yeah.
But Kaz has got a Barnsley accent. I'm from Barnsley. What? Is there such a thing, or is it all the same?
No, the accents around Leeds and Bradford are very distinct when you go through different towns and villages. Very distinct, yes.
What, like top sorted, mad for it? That's like that's like you, Kath. Oh, that's Manchester. Oh, good grief. I need to go up north. Actually, maybe not. Actually, because people might attack me in the street.
I'll have to take you up there when I go see my dad. We'll go do some walking up in the Dales.
Oh yeah, do you know what? I'd love to go to Yorkshire.
It's lovely.
Through Dales. Beautiful. All you designers hang around in Yorkshire. It must be beautiful.
It is.
Anyway,
Gorgeous.
they're all screaming at me, will you shut up? Have a look. Because look at what I got coming up for you today. Spessartite garnet, absolutely breathtaking. Coming up for you at 12 o'clock today. If you missed the Mandarin garnet, these are faceted. Stay where you are. We will be right back with more goodies and treats and a little bit of madness thrown into the mix after this.
Jewellery Maker is part of the Genuine Gemstone Company for a reason. If we're going to offer you gemstones, then they have to be genuine. But the only way we can guarantee that is by getting a lab test. This guarantees that you're going to get genuine gemstones, and that's exactly what you deserve.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
Even when you've got a pile of emerald that looks like this, even some of the larger gemstones, which are mainly reserved to put into jewellery, if you hold one of the bigger stones up to the light, you'll notice that only part of the gemstone is light and gem-worthy.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewelry making techniques.
Welcome back to Jewellery Maker. Have a look at what's coming up for you very soon in a kit. Beautiful amethyst and ametrine. We need to hear angels singing because it's gorgeous. That was very angelic, Kim, that little oh you did in my ear. Nah. I'm going to give you some red quartz now. Yesterday, our red and green strands, they were setting the phone lines alight because they are super Christmassy, and it is going to be Christmas, whether anyone who's bar humbug about it likes it or not, and I'm super excited. Have a look at this Christmas red. If you want to make, if you just want one of these on some wire, if you're creating your own napkin rings, I want to do 1.5 mil wire napkin rings just with swirls and one gemstone like this in the center, and maybe this gold wire, because it's not just about jewelry with Christmas. It's about putting it on the tree, it's about decorating your Christmas table, and it's that one special day where your family all get to sit down together and have a wonderful day uninterrupted, no mobiles, no work, and my goodness me, you want to make it that special day, don't you? And especially if you're like me, you've got kids, every Christmas is going to be brilliant and amazing. It's
going to be better than the one the year before as well.
I just think it's lovely to have time with your family like that, isn't it? And all eat loads. It's lovely.
If you got the previous kit with the ring memory wire in there, that makes great wine glass charms. So if you have relatives that try and sneak your wine glass away from you, or you all have the same beautiful wine glasses at Christmas.
I'm always getting people taking my wine. You've had enough, love. You've had enough. Give it back.
You can make beautiful little wine glass charms just using that ring memory wire and just adding a single gemstone of various different colours onto those, and they make great gifts as well. Also, if you had any of the, I know you've had over the last couple of days the pots with the gold and silver findings in. Yeah. Those are brilliant either side of a gemstone on the memory wire for those charms. Beautiful.
I love that. I love that idea. I also love the idea of making your own Christmas crackers and putting a little bit of jewellery inside.
Oh yes, definitely.
Don't you think that's nicer than getting the rubbishy little things that you normally get, like
I've been sneaky
nail clippers or something random?
You can buy your crackers, just open the end up, tip the gift out, put your gift back in, and then just close the end back up, so you don't, and then put your beautiful gift back in there rather than those nail clippers or
those little
party whistles or whatever you get in them.
Yeah, what is that about? Don't give kids whistles ever. It's my lesson I've learned, because they don't stop blowing them. Oh, and that hurts your ears. So look at these facets, look at the ovals, the sparkles are amazing. Think about putting these in rings. Aren't they great next to that green? How festive do we feel right now? Oh, I could tuck into a turkey right now. Ooh. Oh yeah. I think we should eat more roast dinners for breakfast. Look at that. They're fab, aren't they?
There's no wrong time of the day for a roast dinner.
Oh gosh, I'm with you. Red quartz. Hang on a minute. What do you mean you don't like roasts? You're not the girl I thought you were. Of course you like a roast, you're English. Who doesn't like potatoes, Yorkshire puddings? What are you saying? Oh. It's all right, more for us. Oh, good, I'm sitting next to her at Christmas dinner, so I'll eat hers. Brand new today. I love it when that happens. Don't want that. Don't you want that roast potato? $8.95 for these now. You have got opportunities to make nice cufflinks for Christmas here. Beautiful. If you are going to do, like Sarah and I said, about making little gifts that you can put inside Christmas crackers, make cufflinks, make earrings, make something cute and little, or Secret Santas. Definitely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 28. 28 on your strand. That's 14 pairs of earrings, 14 cufflinks. You've got so much scope for Christmas designs. I also think if you bought Sarah's, oh, you have not had the opportunity to buy it yet. I do think, look, next, I like that, do you? Those deep, rich colours together. This is a real mulled wine red, isn't it? Oh, I love mulled wine, mulled cider. Oh, I can't wait. I just love it. I love it. Now these big green rounds, think Shambhala style bracelet with some lovely green, gold wire, gorgeous. Think just a plain stretchy on Christmas Day. If you were wearing a nice red dress, you could wear, you know, it would just be very, very festive, wouldn't it?
It would.
These make great rings as well, they're big enough. And the thing about these, they're 14 mil, so they're really substantial. The colour makes them eye-catching and striking already in your designs, and the facets give you that sparkle. So actually, you could keep it really simple, couldn't you, with these long shoulder duster earrings, loads of chain, one of these on the end. And because of the weight of these, they'll get that nice little bit of swing, and then you'll be able to enjoy the facets from each gemstone. Now, again, these could lend themselves to cufflinks.
Yes.
Absolutely. The beady bead, and I do think once more the gemstone embellishments for your Christmas table, whether it's one gemstone on some coil for your napkin rings, whether it's around the base of your candle. I'd like to see this. I want more. I think we should do a whole show dedicated to dressing your Christmas table and doing the Christmas accessories.
I'd love to.
That's what's happening.
Big beady bead out of those with loads of gold wire wrapped around them and over them with a swirl technique, and make it into a bauble. I think they would look amazing.
Yes! A beady bead bauble, I love that idea.
Because they're quite a substantial size, so you'd be able to, yeah, and all those facets. Can you imagine your Christmas tree lights shining on them? They would look amazing.
I'm excited just because you said Christmas tree lights. I love it. Now, get these in your life. You could make your wreath with these. I am excited about Christmas, Tom. You must get more excited. What are you going to get your girlfriend this year, you little spoiler? Brand new today. Every year he has to outdo the last present. Trips to Prague.
Crikey.
You did not get her a flight to space. Brand new today. $7.95. Let me count these babies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 28 on this strand, £7.95. Again, 14 pairs of earrings, 14 cuff. You know, you can work it out. And because these are all the same size, you can work out their exact carat weight by, of course, dividing 455 by 28. I think you're more concerned about the how many you get on a strand than the carat weight by looking at what goes on Facebook. And I know we sort of mentioned carat weight in the graphics. I do also think it's a good idea that we count these, Kim. So if you could get, yeah, that's happening. £7.95 is your price tag now. I've got, oh, here she goes again. Look at Rosanna with her gorgeous designs. We should get her in at least to say hello. Which number are we doing, Kim? Yeah, of course. Have we got any bead looms left? Because you are saving one for me, aren't you? Because these are perfect for the bead loom. Can you graduate on a bead loom and then back down again? Could you go?
You can do, yes. And if you want to use different size gemstones, do them along the warp threads as opposed to across the bracelet or the neckline.
Okay. So
if you do them like in long rows down the piece, so you can put the smaller beads on the outside and a larger bead in the middle, but you can graduate as well because the warp threads will move.
I just love this electric blue, Sarah.
That's gorgeous.
Do you know what, again, Kim, you know, if you got the early bird today, how wonderful is silver and electric blue? Oh, I love this. So all the same size on the 2 strands of rounds. You've got 3 mil and you've got 6 mil. And then you've got a graduated strand, which I'm just going to take out for you. So you can do some really wonderful tapered pieces. Love the way these are knotted. And those range from 6 to 15. And they're on a 40 centimetre strand. So you get all 3. Let's have a look at the wonderfully talented Rosanna's design. A Rosanna. Do you know, this could work tiara, couldn't it, style, if you put it up that way? Like, obviously, if it was in wire. Oh, the earrings. She is good. She is wonderful. Where do I find Rosanna's designs if I love what I see today, Kim? Can I see them on the website? Can I see them on Facebook? Does anybody know?
They have got a Facebook page. Beading Buddies.
What's it called? How do I find it? Why didn't I know about this?
I think if you go to the Jewellery Maker page, there's the
There's a
figures
link.
on there. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. If not, I'll have a look when I get home, and I'll put a link up onto the Jewellery Maker page.
They're just saying to me in my ear, if you put this code for the kit EDG C41, you'll be able to see Rosanna's designs will be uploaded on there. So there you go. Now, and you can, Rosanna is on Facebook actually, so you can probably contact her through there, can't you?
Yeah. If it's not up there, I'll pop a link up for her.
Thank you.
Because that's a beautiful design.
Yeah, she's great, isn't she?
Yeah.
Anyway, Rosanna, you can pay me later. EDG C41, very limited stock, a trio of wonderful gemstones. Look how elegant these are. And that's what I like, the graduations. And all 3 strands. Going for just £10.95. That's amazing, isn't it? £3.65 per strand. And we're talking to you about genuine blue quartz. We're very busy this morning actually. It's Friday. That's probably why. And you're just feeling sprightly because it's the weekend, aren't you? Don't forget to text us, let us know how you're spending your weekend. 68777 James Studio, followed by your message. We want to hear from you. We want to know what you're doing right now. Have you used the bead loom? Can you tell everybody how much you enjoyed it? Maybe send us in a picture of your bead loom work, studio@jewellerymaker.com. Just inspire everyone. And 68777 James Studio, followed by your message if you want to send us the text today. If you've got a question for Sarah or anything, if you want a birthday shout out or something like that. Now, going to give to you. Oh, I love my greens. I'm going to give you this. I'm going to give you this tablet, Cass, because I'm afraid for its safety. Thank you. Matches your top. Did you do that on purpose? She does colour codes herself according to the accessories we use. Yeah, she rang through this morning. Yeah, Kim, what's the tablet? What jacket are you putting on the tablet today? Purple it is. Now, have a look at this strand. And if you're looking for cabochons, then you can use these as cabochons, can't you? They'd be perfect for sutasharuni. Definitely sutasharuni around these. I think that would look fantastic. Do you know what though? They're just going to make that fabulous piece of jewellery, aren't they? Where you've got that wonderful centre focal point. You can work around it. And if you are going to do a soutache piece, this is your middle stone, obviously. Put it onto your foundation board, and then you could do like a beaded chain with the smaller rounds. Perfect. I'd use like the cream and the green soutache, but also there are opportunities for wire work with these. There's opportunities for you to mix these with other mediums, such as your friendly plastic. Look at the size. These are all random as well, which I like because you're never going to get 2 pieces exactly the same. Do you know what though? They have got a nice thick edge to butt against if you're wire working or soutaching. That's important, isn't it? That they're not too thin here. Or if you're going to be using like macrame and things like that. Now, Sarah, when you see big pendants like this, I love green, as you know. What are you going to do with these?
They look beautiful as just focal points on the neckline, like in an asymmetric design. And I would be tempted to use maybe some of the antique bronze wire with those, or the the bright gold wire, and actually just do a little wrapping over them just to give them a little highlight, just make it a little bit more interest. Those are just beautiful. I love those. And there's little spaces in between, the little tiny ones in between. They're just brilliant, because if you want to make a beady bead and then have a tassel with those, you've got the same colour.
Yes, perfect. The exact same gemstone from the same strand. Perfect. You've got 11 large gemstones on the strand, and I think you've got 13 of the small ones. You're also getting big rounds. They're $8.95 on their own. I've got these. Do you know why I got these? Because they look amazing with rose quartz. Look, don't you think that's lush? Let's grab them, put them in our stash. The big rounds are 14 mil, so again, the round just offering you so much versatility. You mix slabs range between, and this is good. This is sort of approximate, 43 by 27 to 25 by 19. So these on their own at $8.95, which you can do. You can buy them on the website if you want on their own, different code. or you can buy this as a duo and save today. Because for £10.95, so for just £2 for the whole strand of pendants, I think we've got incredible value. Make sure you check out baskets. Lots of you online stacking baskets up, but some of your items might not be available by the time you get to check out. Just to let you know, YHGC61 if you're dialing 0800 644 655. It's a free phone number if you're calling from your UK landline. Everything that you buy from us here at Jewellery Maker comes, of course, complete with a 30-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. So we're going to continue shopping with something fabulous. Sarah's going to go bananas for these. I'm going bananas for these. Have you got into your millefleury? Are you thinking, right, I love that. I love all my flowers. Do you love to make flowers out of your gemstones? Look at these. I've got hand-carved leaf beads. This is the autumn strand. If you can only get one strand in the autumn, it's got to be this. Autumn in a nutshell. Check out these. Wow. Wow. Only been to air once before. Sarah, have you seen these? Ooh. Look at the carving.
Those are gorgeous.
Aren't they just? And look at the blend of colours. I'm going to go right up. You've got the, no, I love it. I love it. You've got those real maroons of those burgundy tones mixed with the dark greens.
Just like autumn leaves, aren't they? They're beautiful. Just as they're starting to turn, you just get all those different colours coming through. They're beautiful.
Aren't they?
They go beautifully with any of your nature-inspired colours. So your amethyst, your citrines, all of those sorts of things. Smoky quartz, they look amazing with those sorts of colours. And,
I'm thinking big Rachel Norris style piece, loads and loads and loads and loads of wire. Make something that is, wow, kind of Karen Crawford, those big wirework pieces. I think this is a fantastic strand for the autumn.
Or even in a Y-shaped necklace with lots and lots of chain and just lots of movement in
Weighing it down, this could be the top of a tassel. I think this is, also these would make great handbag charms.
Definitely. Real impact pieces.
Yeah.
They're going to be a statement piece hanging on a handbag. They're going to be lovely.
I just think there's so much scope here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If you're doing mixed mediums as well, if you're working with fabrics in your jewellery, perfect. Just perfect for that.
They would look lovely with that sari ribbon as well that we have.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And with the felt, if you're making felt flowers.
Yes, beautiful.
470 carats. Did I tell you how many there were? I just counted them. Yeah. 13. Get yourself involved by getting on the phone lines or by getting involved on the website. It's JewelleryMaker.com. We're going to give you an excellent price tag, but I do think this is probably the last opportunity you're going to get to see these. They've been to air once before, were very popular, and we are bringing you back the last opportunities of they're only $7.95. You suit Ash with these. Look how thick they are. $7.95.
Crazy price. It's so substantial.
Who put that price into play? Oh, you're getting excellent value. Really excellent value. JG P75. If you bought the mint greens as well, that'll look good, won't it? Let's put it with some peridot. Love it. I love it. Oh, do you know what's going to look gorgeous? Golds. Oh, there you go. For your autumn table. If you were the sort of person who's lucky enough to have dinner parties all the time and you want centerpieces. Do you remember people used to do that all the time, dinner party? Do you do that?
No, we used to. Yeah.
What, we need
Before
more
we had
dinner
children.
Parties. Yeah, is that what it is? Kids?
I think so.
I've got, hang on, where's those chalcedony drops I had? I've got them there. I love these, Kim. This strand, oh, it's lush. I love them. Now look at that for autumn. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of a refresher on the amethyst drops that I brought to you at the beginning of the show. Now, these are a really low price tag. So if you've just tuned in, you've done the school run, you've been to the supermarket, you've rushed back, you've put everything away, you're sitting down, having a cup of tea. We know what it's like, don't we, Sarah? We know what it's like when you're not at work. It's a bit harder sometimes, isn't it?
Oh, no.
You're always rushing around. So if you're having your first sit down of the day so far, maybe you've been up since the crack of dawn, and you're just thinking, oh, what's been going on at Jewellery Maker? This is what you've missed. We're giving you this Gems of Distinction strand for just £7.95 today. The facets are beautiful, they're mirror graduated, wonderful, wonderful colour. Be inspired by Rachel Norris with all of her pieces from the Gems of Distinction. She's got some really wonderful examples actually. If you're always wondering how to incorporate these, if you've always loved the look of them but never quite know what to do with them, how to actually work them in a way that suits them. Because I'll be honest with you, strands like this, well, gemstones like this are normally set into jewellery that we see at jewellers, aren't they? But you know, so there's plenty of inspiration. £7.95 is such a good price, isn't it?
It's an amazing price.
Amazing value.
It is, and you're going to make the most amazing piece of jewellery, even if you're just, you know, really just like to make simple pieces of beaded jewellery. Those would look amazing with just a few spacer beads, and you're going to make the most amazing piece of neckline wear.
Absolutely. Absolutely, for £7.95, get them in your collection. Now, without further ado, actually, no, I am going to put further ado in it, because I'm going to show you this. I was said without further ado, but actually there is a further ado, and it's this. Did you miss out on the Mandarin garnet? Look at what I've got for you. How in love are we with Spessartite? Oh my gosh, it is a considered purchase. It's for the high-end jewellery maker today.
But the colour from that strand,
oh,
it's like liquid gold. It's amazing.
It's just, if you love your Papradashka colours, this is it. This is the one for you, isn't it? Fantastic. Oh, we love it. Oh, we love it. Ametrine coming up in a kit. Today is a wonderful day here at Jewellery Maker because we've got just gorgeousness, gorgeousness, gorgeousness. I think this is really soft, really, really romantic, and it's called Poetry in Motion. Oh, how lovely. Oh, I love this strand of smoky quartz. I've seen it before, and the reason I love it is the bands of different colours of smoky, because we do get smoky in different shades. I just think it looks so natural. I love the shape of these two. I think these make great tassels, don't they? Now, what I really love is a gemstone that gives me sentiment. There you go. Look at these hearts. Now, they're wonderful in earrings. They're beautiful as just little pendants, actually, for bridesmaids, wouldn't they? And if you're doing bridal jewellery that you want to keep as low cost as possible, one of these, wrap loop at the top, fine silver chain. There's something romantic, beautiful with that pearlescence as well. I think it's stunning. And then, and I just adore the blend of gemstones here. Did Debbie Bolfer put this kit together? Have a look. Because you've got your rose quartz rounds at 10mm and the same at 6. Your hearts are 10mm as well. And your smoky quartz are 5x2. I love it. But you're also going to get satin cord with this. So we've got opportunities now for Kumihimo. We've got opportunities now for friendship bracelets, Shambhala style bracelets. And I've also got, now isn't this a lovely colour? What colour are we calling this? Mink, is it mink? Let me see. It's not even on my, it's minky. I love it. It's kind of like a cafe au lait colour, isn't it? Now you've also got your monofilament, your beading thread, and your elastic. And of course you get 98 pieces, 98 findings, a metre of chain, your toggle clasp is here, your eye pins, your head pins, you've got your jump rings, you've got your crimp beads, your crimp bead covers, your flatter donuts, the nautical style bolt ring clasp, and 3 pairs of shepherd's hooks. You've got loads. Oh, and your lobster claw clasp. You've got a 4-strand kit. You've got 2 reels. How much do I get of the cord, Kim? 10 in the pink. and 10 in the mink, the pink and the mink. All your findings, 4 strands, everything you need to create gorgeous, vintage looking jewellery. If you love your swelligant, your patina, if you love that, if you love the steampunk look, Poetry in Motion is most certainly for you, because it's got that vintage blend of colours, hasn't it? Or you're on the phone lines for this one. Do you know, if you bought these all individually on the web, they'd be approaching £40 actually. But today, we're giving you all of the, no, Kim. All right, it's a great price tag, isn't it? 0800 644 655. I wasn't expecting it to be so low, actually, so this is wonderful value for you. AHG C02, £17.95 gets you absolutely everything you need to create gorgeous jewellery. Absolute gorgeousness. Now, of course, we're going to go on over to the lovely Sara Alvin and check out all of her jewellery. But I must say that this kit has already gone limited. You've gone... The last kit sold out, the first kit of the day's gone and sold out, so that's all gone. If you're loving this kit, if you're loving the value that you're getting, if you're loving the gemstones that you're getting, then make sure you are checking out baskets, because we are indeed limited on this kit. We're very, very busy today. Come and trot on with me, and we're going to go and have a look at Sara's jewellery. Sometimes we need that inspiration, and it's so wonderful to have all of our guest designers here to give us just that. So, Sara, love the combination of colours here, do you?
It is, it's just beautiful. I love that natural tone with the satin, and then you've got the brighter tones with the pink, and it's just all works so beautifully together.
What is this that you've done?
That is called a fishtail weave.
I do this in my, well, not my hair, my daughter's hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, have you seen what Sara's done? You could kind of make your own soutache cord like that. Look at that. It looks like the ditch.
It does, yeah. And it's very, very easy and very therapeutic, and it's just taking the thread over and under 2 other threads.
But do you know what? We haven't seen this. I love it. It's brilliant. Now, is it done in the same way that I do a fishtail? So I'd have 3 strands, and I'd go, or would I have 3 strands?
You have 2 core strands.
Oh yeah, you need 4 strands, don't you?
And then you take
middle,
over and under.
Middle, over and under.
Over and under the
and
other
then
one. Keep going over
and gather them, yeah?
Yeah, and you need to keep pulling it tight.
This is me gathering.
Otherwise, it will want to unravel, so just keep pulling it tight.
It is all about the tension. I do this in hair, and I love it.
Great for use for your macrame board.
This is fabulous, Sara. I love this. Oh, it's so vintage looking as well.
If you like all the braiding stuff, there's more braiding coming. Don't worry, I've got lots more designs to show you.
Oh, goody. Look at this. I saw this morning. I love it. Look how neat Sara is. Oh. How did you do that? Is that the one you're showing us?
I'm not showing you that one. No, that is macrame. And when you
brilliant.
Do your macrame stitch, instead of pulling your cords tight, just keep your fingers in those 2 loops, and then just pull your knot, and then tie another knot underneath, and it'll keep the little wings out for you.
Look, these little eyes.
I know.
I love this. Sara, your jewellery is brilliant. Have a look. Love this. Very romantic. Very, very romantic.
And that's just your ladder weave.
I keep seeing faces in all of your jewellery.
Do you?
Yeah, look. Hang on. 2 eyes and a mouth. Hang on, down there, and there's the nose. Can you not see that? See? Yes, you can see it. 2 eyes, nose, mouth. And a mouth that's doing a kiss. It is a total face, isn't it? A total face. It's totally a face, though. I'm not allowed to say totes anymore, Mia said to me. Especially not totes a mosh. That's especially. Or totes a maze. I'm not allowed to use that either. Have a look. I only do it to take the mickey, and then I realise I actually do it, like, in seriousness. This is, again, amazing. Oh my gosh. Oh, she's brilliant, isn't she? Isn't she wonderful? What's the technique at the top wants to know? Tom would like to know what the technique is.
It's a spiral braid using a half hitch knot. I believe it's a half hitch knot.
Wow. So macrame, isn't it?
It's a type of macrame, yes. It's a slightly different way of doing it.
Goddess bracelet?
That's called Charlotte's Web, this one. It's just slightly different.
Oh, it is, because you've got like...
They're different knots.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Charlotte's Web, eh?
Charlotte's Web.
Now look at this. That's what that film is. What made my daughter a vegetarian.
Ah, right.
Have a look. Look, oh, these are so beautiful. You've got to see them. And then look at this with the bracelet. And then I got another pair of earrings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces of jewellery out of this kit that are awesome. We're going to sell out of this kit, I think. So you need to. We're approaching single figures of the kit. You need to be quick. Right, Sarah, we're going to be quick.
We've got to be quick.
They're about to sell out. So we're going to do.
We're going to do
the Charlotte's Web.
We're going to do the Charlotte's Web.
Which is different to, which I can see now, different to a goddess bracelet because it's not just a single weave, it's a twist in the middle.
It is, indeed. And unfortunately, whoever has pilfered the macrame board.
Where is that macrame
I don't know where
board?
it's gone.
Who's got it? Where is it, Cass? Let me have a look.
I know, I've had a look under the desk, I couldn't
tell you
find
what.
it.
Oh, it's not around.
Yeah,
it's not
so,
around.
Anyway.
Who was in yesterday with me? Oh, it's that Coleman, isn't it?
Oh,
it's that Coleman.
Oh dear. She had it, actually.
It's
Oh,
not.
if I'd have known, I'd have brought mine in, but never mind. Okay, so to start off your Charlotte's Web, what you need to do is have 3 pieces of beading material. So I use the actual threads that came inside the rose quartz. So these, oops, sorry, let me get my, there we are.
Oh, that's
So
clever.
I use the threading material that comes inside the rose quartz, but for the TV I've used just beading thread.
For TV.
For the
All
TV.
right, for TV.
Yes. So,
But you do get satin cord with the kit.
You do get satin cord. You may find that the satin cord is a little bit thick to get the rose quartz on.
Oh, right. Yeah, with you.
To actually thread on it.
With you.
And so what I did was just add 2 of the little rose quartz over 3 of the beading material. And then when you create this centre section, all you need to remember is you need to have 1 more bead on your middle strand than you have on your outside strands. So you can make this piece as long as you want. You can make this into pendants or whatever you want to make it out of, but you just need to remember to have 1 more bead on the centre strand than on the outside ones. And then what I'm going to do is just quickly get to where we can start to actually create the braid for the actual bracelet. I'm just going to do a quick macrame knot at the top just to get my thread started. So again, form your loop and take your opposite thread underneath, the working threads in the middle and through the loop, as Mark's shown you lots and lots of times. Okay, so what we do is get our threads in the right order. And of course yours will all be secured down onto a board for you.
Have you got all of your threads on, or are you only using 3,
I'm going to
4, 3 to start with?
I'm going to do that, and as you do yours, you'll have more beads on there, but just for demonstration purposes.
Right.
But you need your extra bead in your middle strand.
Okay.
Okay, and what you're going to do is you're going to take your left hand thread and you're going to form a loop like you would do if you were doing a macrame knot. You're going to take that thread underneath your middle thread and back through the loop. Okay, and you're just going to pull that up. And of course, at home you'll have a nice secure board. And that's your first knot. Then on your right hand side, create a loop to the right over the middle strand, take your thread underneath the middle strand and back through that loop. That's your first knot done. Okay, and you're just going to pull your centre bead up and you're going to do the same knot again. So your left hand thread, create a loop on the left. So your left hand thread always creates a loop to the left. And then take it through and bring it up. And this is going to secure your first bead, like so. Okay, take that like that. Do the same on the right hand side, create the loop, take your thread underneath your middle thread and back into that loop and pull that up. So that's my first knot done, which is these ones that sit in the middle. I don't know if I hold that up, whether that would be any easier for you to see. So these ones in the middle, I've just created that first loop.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah, that first knot. Okay. Then what you need to do is move up your left and right beads.
Okay.
And these are secured with the left and right threads. So what you do, again, is create your loop. This time you're going to loop your thread underneath. So your loop on your thread on the left creates a left-hand loop and goes underneath the outermost strand and pull that up and to the middle. And that creates the loop and knot around that one. And then I need to pull up this thread up here, and do the same on the right hand side. So, oh, don't move, where are you going off to? So the bead goes up, the right hand thread creates a right hand loop underneath the right hand most thread, and take my knot up and secure my bead. And with these knots, you always pull them up towards the top.
Why is that?
Because that will help you to get the tension right. If you just pull them out to the side, they don't tie tight enough.
Okay.
So you might find you end up with a bit of a higgledy-piggledy weave if you don't take them out to up to the top.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm going to do my centre bead again, and it's just the same to anchor this, and then you'll just repeat this process again. So left hand thread, left hand loop, and under the middle, and pull up, and you'll see that it's starting to form now. And right hand thread, right hand loop, under the middle thread, and pull up. Can you see that braid is now starting to form?
That's really pretty.
And you would just keep going, taking up the outer beads next, and doing that loop on the outer thread. And again, remembering if you're working on the left hand thread, it's the left hand working thread, it's a left hand loop. And if you're working on the right one, it's a right hand loop. And you can't go wrong with this braid. And that is literally, you just carry on all the way down to the bottom, use your ribbon clasp to clasp off your working threads. And if you are using beading thread, little tip when you're using these ribbon endings, if you put a crimp bead on your threads before you put them into the ribbon clasp, it gives the ribbon clasp more to hang on to, so these don't work themselves loose.
Oh,
just because it's got a little bit more there to hold
grab.
on to.
Oh,
or
fab.
also, if you want to, you can tie a knot as well. If you ever run out of crimp beads, just tie a couple of knots into it, just so there's something more for those ribbon clasps to hang on to.
To get that grip.
Yes.
Thank you, Sarah. Beautiful. I've got to let everybody know this kit is very, very near to sell out. We are single figures, so if you love it and you want it, if you've got it in a basket, you must check it out. £17.95, uber romantic, poetry in motion. Your white shell hearts are 10mm, your rose quartz rounds are 6mm, 60 carats, and your shaded smoky quartz wheels, there's a 5x2 on a 32cm strand. You have got the rounds of rose quartz in 10mm, pink satin cord, you've got 10 metres of that, 10 metres of the mink, and all your beading materials. Don't forget 98 findings with this kit. Single figures mean checking out baskets or missing out. Now, I'm going to give to you, I think you can create so many different looks with this. Now, if you love jewellery making with your kids, you need this. If you want bright, funky colours, you need this. Think about Secret Santas, think about creating jewellery for New Year's Eve. Lots of people thinking about New Year's Eve now, aren't they? Have a look at this. Look at that. Now you have got those rounds that are perfect for soutache again, because you can really make use of these edges. So if you want to make the smaller pieces, maybe the koala style soutache, then this is perfect for that. Now, I'm also going to give you, and I put these two together, that fabulous shell. Now these are top drilled and they're giving you that higgledy-piggledy randomness. I think about antique bronze wire with these. I love this colour pink too, Kim. It's really girly. It just reminds you of ballet tutus, doesn't it? Just really girly. Now, have a look. Oh, did you do ballet as a little girl, everyone? Apart from you, Tom. Did you do ballet? Well, you might have done it as a boy. You don't know how to arabesque? Now, you've got all these lovely veins. Do you know what Kim just said to me? I've got a degree in ballet. I've got a tutu. Oh, Kim, bless your little heart. Now, Kim does come out with brilliant. What was the one you put on Facebook the other day? I really laughed. Yeah, it was the Karma Chameleon one. What was it? My pet lizard's distressed, so I gave it some Valium. Now it's a Karma Chameleon. Now Don't give up the day job, Kim. I can imagine you, actually. She'd make a great comedian. She is hilariously funny. Now, those are jokes that you say to me, aren't they, that I laugh at? Have a look. You've got all this wonderful pink. Now, the fabulous Sue has made something super texturized, and I think so much fun. Little black dress, wearing this, bright pink pair of heels, bright pink necklace. What would you do with these, Sarah?
I would probably, I'd want to mix those with, you know, some gold copper spacer beads and really, you know, give it that warmth coming through. Oh yeah. Or maybe, you know, add in there some white shell as well, and just give it a, you know, and then if you're not into sort of too much of the bright pink, you can actually then have a little bit of a calmer feel, or even add pearl in there. But also things like add your amethyst in there and take it on a different direction. But they're really great. And you know, if you've got you know, just a t-shirt and jeans, you know, that would look amazing with it, just to have something really bright to sort of cheer yourself up, especially as it's getting a bit dull and dismal outside.
It is a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah,
Let's face it.
I love the fact that you've got that bright colour, and with that previous kit we've just had as well, with that satin cord, you look amazing with that. So you can really tie that in, and again, antique bronze findings look really great with that.
They do. Oh, what about little girls' bedroom things, little accessories?
Yeah.
Because I think that would look really cute. We're going to give you such a good price on this. 1, 2, 3, 4 strands. We're going to give you for £9.95. What's that? £2.50 a strand? Less than £2.50 a strand. It's good, isn't it? Oh, genuine gemstones. You have got your rose quartz. Rose quartz is never less than £3. It's never really less than £8, is it? $9.95. CTG, C50. Well, how much is the rose quartz on its own, Kim? Because these are the good ones with the edges, look. Think about rings with those. They're buttons as well, aren't they? Quite possibly. £9.95. CTG. C55 is your item code. 4 wonderful strands. 1 very reasonable price. Do you know the rose quartz was price slashed down to $6.95. So even if you bought that, you'd be getting everything else. They'd be £1 each. The other strands.
Wow.
That's what value.
And if you did want to make those into children's jewellery, and you wouldn't be precious about them at all, would you?
No, you could be you could just put as many in as you wanted to. Now, my darlings, we're going to see just exactly what you do with your gemstones. We love getting all these gemstones in, and it's so lush when you've got different shapes, different sizes, wonderfully sparkly, but they come to life even more when they go into your gorgeous jewellery, when you design them into beautiful pieces, wearable pieces. Let's check out some of those fantastic designs on the Wall of Fame.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Would you like to try a new hobby? Then why not give us a call on 0800 644 655 and we'll send you a free copy of our DVD and booklet to help you get started. You don't even need to make an order. Get involved with Jewellery Maker.
Welcome back. Now we have got so many different styles of design. Now this is gorgeous, using what looks like jewel enamel and using your gleam over the top to get that, just really take advantage of the little grooves that are within your mould. And this is from Susan Patterson from Kirkbride, Cumbria. And Susan, isn't that fab? It's not metal clay, Tom, it's jewel enamel, isn't it? I think, I'm pretty sure. Let's see.
Look like it.
I love it. We got an enamel show. And look, you with the what's that stuff that I rub over everything? Gleam. I love the smell of it. Hi all at JM, here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. It's my first attempt at enamel after getting my enamel what? Stop. This is your first attempt at enamel. Well, can I tell you, Susan? Perfect. It came out, but isn't it easy? And it came out perfectly. I used the gleams on the hearts and finished off the bracelet with rose gold plated findings. I love working with enamel, it's so rewarding. So back to experimenting I go. Hope you like it, I love it. If you watched yesterday's masterclass, you can make your own moulds with the materials, with the mediums that we gave you. So try that out, Susan. It's a really cool thing to do, take moulds from things.
Yeah, definitely.
Isn't it?
And it's so easy to do as well.
It is. And you're number 362. Now, I thought this was a real Jack Russell. I was like, oh, I love this, so cute. And I thought, hang on, that's not a real. It's not real, is it?
I don't think so.
No, not unless it's like a
really
pocket-sized one. Yeah, I like this.
I've got 360, and it's from Tracy in Cornwall. And she said, this is a very simple but pretty. It's made from JM Rose Quartz and Moonstone. Findings also from Jewellery Maker. And the stunning cord. Good luck to everybody in the draw, and thanks for all the amazing offers and demonstrations. Look, there's a little doggy down the bottom. And that's from Tracy in Cornwall.
I do love a little pup. Now, this is so good, and you see, making it skinny through the draw plate. That's what I like. Isn't that fab?
That was on the Jewellery Maker Facebook page yesterday.
Look how neat the coils are at the top. This is wonderful. 363 is from Emma in Derby. Is that where you're from, Kaz? Derby? No. No, told you every day. I'm from Barnsley. Hi JM, latest entry to the Wall of Fame. My latest addiction, Viking weave. I think I'm improving with it. You're amazing. I think I'm improving with this. Done with gold wire from Jewellery Maker, with I think they were Jasper marquees, Botswana agate also from JM. I so need a winter feed my JM addictions. Love everything about the show, including all the presenters, especially Jenny. I added that bit in, she didn't really put that bit. And guest designers. Keep up the good work from Emma in Derby. Emma, it's gorgeous. I love it, so neat.
Ooh,
didn't I see that yesterday?
I don't know.
No, yeah, I did. It was on Facebook. Yeah.
So this is 361, and it's from Wendy in a very damp and miserable workshop.
Oh, Wendy, stay in.
Definitely, stay
Eat
in
chocolate.
and watch Jewellery Maker, make jewellery, and have a nice cup of tea. She says, hi to everybody at Jewellery Maker Towers. I hope you're feeling happy. And she says, thank you to everybody, and I hope your bosses are really proud of you all for all your great work that you do.
Oh yeah, thank you. let's put that on Facebook, that bit, shall we?
Yeah. Just got to say, I really love the shows and learn so much from watching all the guest designers. Here's this week's entry. It's a necklace and earring set. The gems are 4mm peach coral rondelles and 6mm white cultured pearls, seed pearls, and silver spacers. And I think it looks really expensive, and I love wearing this set. And that's from a very damp Wendy in workshop. But it's a beautiful set, and I love the way you've displayed that. It's beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous.
That's 361.
Now we've got that fan shape that was quite typical of Gemma Crow's jewellery here, and I love Sodalite. Really think it looks fabulous together with the metallics as well. And this is from Eunice, who says, hi, here's my entry to this week's Wall of Fame. It's Sodalite twisted tubes, rounds and pyrite. Very tribal, and many people have commented on it. It's fantastic. I always tell them how you provide top quality beads and findings, and that your after sales service is the best. Good luck thank you, Eunice. Good luck to everyone. Thank you so much, Eunice. You are number 364, so fingers crossed to everybody who's entered the Wall of Fame, and thank you so much, because we really are super inspired by all of you. So keep them coming. To be able to do so, send your designs into studio@walloffame.com. We're trotting together.
Oh, we're trotting.
Ready? Today?
Okay.
And trot. Do a little bit of dressage. We're not trotting.
No.
Come on, trot. Trot, trot on, trot, trot, trot.
Things I do for Jewellery Maker.
No, we are joined by the workshop today, and if you've always wanted to get involved in one of our workshops, Sheila's doing Bridal today. If you love your classic pieces, get involved, get on the phone line. Kirsty's in today, so get involved and get yourself together, get learning new techniques that you've never perhaps even dreamt of being able to do before. Now I'm going to invite you over. Hello, you've been here before, haven't you? A couple of times.
Yes, indeed.
So you're a regular. Yeah. Hello, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
And what was the last workshop you did? Were you on a Sunday experience? I can't remember.
I've never done a Sunday experience.
What was the one you'd done before?
I've done chainmail.
That was it, because Debbie Balford was in.
And anodised aluminium.
Anodised aluminium as well. So you're using both of these mediums at the moment?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And you're doing Bridal today?
I am, yeah.
And how's it going?
Brilliantly, yeah.
What have you learnt so far?
I've learnt how to wire pearls together, how to make sprays and things. Yeah, it's really good, something I haven't done before.
Now, you've come on quite a few of our workshops. Would you recommend to anybody out there, what made you first of all do our workshops, and then would you recommend that people give it a go?
Well, I started jewellery making about a year ago, didn't do very much then, went back to it in January of this year and just thought I'd want to learn some more techniques other than just stringing, because the stones are so beautiful and there's such a range of things you can do, and I sort of wanted to find what I thought might be my niche. So best way to do it is to come to classes and get taught by someone who's, you know, got bags of inspiration and patience.
And do you know what? It's true, isn't it? Now they're telling me you've got to be quick. Stop nattering. I'm always nattering. So I'm going to move this way and ask you to go that way. And I'm going to move this way. Hello.
Hello.
Have you been in before?
No, it's the first time I've been here.
What's your name?
Catherine.
Hiya, Catherine. How long have you been jewellery making for?
Just since Easter.
Oh, so you're a new jewellery maker?
Very new, yes.
Tell me how you got started and why you're here today.
Well, I just got started watching the channel and kind of a bit addicted. I've had some bridal commissions, and the ones that I've done so far, the brides have been absolutely delighted, but I wanted to increase my skill level. So I was trying to get on the course earlier on in the year, but it was booked up. So this was the first opportunity I've had.
Wow, I can't wait to see your bridal pieces. Please post them on Facebook.
Absolutely.
And send them in.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi. Have you been in before?
No.
What's your
First
name?
time, I'm Leslie.
Hiya, Leslie. Talk to everybody about what brings you here today.
Well, I've started doing bridal jewellery as well as general. I've have a display in a local shop, and I've got some commissions. So I just wanted to check I was on the right lines and get some more inspiration, really, for what.
So although you're already established, although you're selling your pieces and you're in shops already, just to make sure that you've got techniques down and maybe learn something new.
And learn something new, and I have already, so it's been great.
Fantastic, thank you, Leslie. Have a wonderful day. And hi, I've not met you before, have I? What's your name?
Doreen.
Hiya, Doreen. What brings you to Jewellery Maker today?
Just to learn, that's all.
How long have you been jewellery making for?
Probably about 12 months. But
Oh, so fairly new to jewellery making.
Yeah.
And is bridal a road that you want to go down?
Yes, try something different.
And how are you getting on so far?
Okay, so far struggling, but
no, you're not. I bet you're not. We'll come and check out. I'll come and check out your designs over a sarnie later. Thank you. Hello. I've met you before, haven't I?
Oh yes, I'm afraid so.
Yeah, you've been here loads, haven't you?
A few times. Yeah.
How are you? All right.
I'm really good, thank you.
This looks good. Laura Beading you were in with last, right?
I was.
You were.
Yeah,
and how's it going today with the bridal?
Oh, fabulous. I mean, it's great with Sheila, and it's lovely to work in a really good atmosphere as well and learn in a really conducive atmosphere. It's great.
So you've got loads of different techniques now under your belt. Are you going to go off there, create loads of jewellery? Are you going to sell it? What's your aim?
Well, I hope so. I did the Business Academy, which is really put me on the right
track. Day as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like you work here. I wish. When I came in this morning, I think, oh yeah, she works here. I didn't know.
I'm afraid the commute's a bit too far.
Oh, is it? Where have you come from today?
New Forest, down in Hampshire.
Oh, how lovely. Lucky you. Now, I'm going to go and have a little chat to our Shields, or Linda as I normally call you. Thank you. It's lovely to see you again. Hello, lady.
Hello,
how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I love your
Hi,
shoes.
everybody. Oh, thank you.
She's so stylish. She's so stylish. How's it going today?
They are absolutely amazing. I mean, they've all achieved something really quite spectacular and all different. And there's three more ladies in there that don't want to come on.
Camera shy, but I'll drag them in later.
I'd love you to see all the pieces because they really have done amazingly well. I'm very proud of what they'd achieved. Yeah, and we're only at, what time is it now? 5 to 11. So.
So they've already achieved
they've
those.
Already,
will you all do us a favour and post it all on Facebook later? Yeah. Thank you. So we can go and check those out on Facebook. Do you know, Sheila, when is your next course?
The next bridal workshop is in October. I think it's on a Saturday, so.
Oh good, so if you can't come Monday to Friday, so that's great.
Yeah.
We're going to give you the information for that in just a sec, I'm hearing. Thank you so much. And get yourself involved because she's brilliant. Classic jewellery. If you want to create those classic pieces, then it's Sheila that you need to come and see. She's fantastic. To get involved in one of our courses, just give us a call, 0800 644 655. Kirsty is in today, so if you want to book in, today's a good day to do it because she's here. She's making sarnies up. She's not really.
No, she's not really.
She's not starving. Yeah, we're always starving. Me and you, we're always We're starving. Thank you, ladies. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of afternoon, and I'll be in very shortly. Now, Sarah and I have got to get back to work. I'm just going to get back to work. Kim works us. You know what she's like. She's a grafter. See you later. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Now, we're going to give you the information on exactly how to get involved in our courses right now.
Are you looking to create bespoke bridal jewellery? Then come and join guest designer Sheila on our bridal workshop. Sheila will guide you through how to design stunning accessories, including techniques using headbands, hair combs and tiaras. The full course includes a selection of hair combs and headbands, a selection of findings and wire, a generous scoop of mixed gemstones, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and a trip to our gemstone museum. All of this for just $69.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 6444 655.
Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 6444 655.
Gripping the end of the wire with your round nose pliers, make a small loop. Then, taking your flat nose pliers, place the loop in the jaw of the pliers and press down. Slowly bring your wire round in a half circle motion. You'll need to do this bit by bit and tease the wire into place. You may need to keep adjusting your pliers. Repeat the process until you have your desired effect.
Here at the Genuine Gemstone Company, we are happy to announce that our studio store is now open. If you attend any of our courses, you can now browse through special items, get exclusive discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Become an exclusive customer at the studio store. For more information on available courses and dates, please contact our call centre. The new studio store. The experience just got better.
Actually very rare, and Sri Lanka is famous for its top quality. This mine is over 150 years old, and sometimes the miners find not just moonstone but also ancient mining tools.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Welcome back to Jewellery Maker, where we have got the Kumihimo disc. You're going to need to act fast on this. I gave it you not yesterday but the day before, sold out. These are the last remaining stock put in a bundle for you, so you're going to get even better value. You're going to get waxed cord. Now you're going to need to be quick with this one. The Kumihimo board sells out so quickly. I think most of our jewellery designers use Kumihimo. Gemma Crow uses Kumihimo, Natalia Coleman uses Kumihimo, Debbie Bolford uses Kumihimo, Sheila uses Kumihimo, and as I said, not yesterday but the day before, Sarah Elvin. You're probably the one that uses Kumihimo in such an expert, well you're more like our resident expert on Kumihimo now. I know that we've been seeing a lot of beaded Kumihimo on Facebook, and we saw the beaded Kumihimo on the Wall of Fame. I love it. It's a whole new look for me because it looks like a big tube of chain, and I love that look. If you want to create a similar look, if you look at this and think, oh, I can't knit, I can't sew, rah, rah, rah. It's not the same thing. I can't do those things either. Kumihimo is a lot easier. Once you get flowing, it's like riding a bike. You just go through the motions. You can do it watching EastEnders or Coronation Street or Emmerdale.
My son does this, and
kids can do it.
He picked it up in about 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So really easy technique. Then you can elaborate on the technique, and I'm doing some very interesting work with Kumihimo at the moment. So
watch this space. We've got lots of exciting things coming up, and believe me, if you haven't got your Kumihimo discs for the ongoing projects that are coming to your screens, but we're not really allowed to talk about, just in case. We just can't. You're going to need this now, because who likes missing out? And isn't it? There's nothing worse than not being able to join in, is there? So we've got your Kumihimo disc, and this is the smaller disc, and it's the round disc, so it's fully portable. If you get two of, you know what the great thing about this is? You get as many as you want, because you can have so many different projects on the go at one time. How many Kumihimo discs have you actually got, Sarah?
About 8 or 9.
There we are.
I've got various different sized ones as well as the square plate.
Now you've got your Kumihimo disc.
Yeah.
You've got purple, red, black, satin cord, 10 meters, and it's 1 mil thickness, and the same in the waxed cord this time, in the orange and the green. 1 mil, 50 meters in total with the Kumihimo disc. Now I've got to let you know, approaching 40% of the entire stock has already gone on the website. So without further ado, we're going to give you a price tag on your screens to make it fair for everybody that isn't shopping online today. Don't forget, if you want to get involved on the phone lines, it's a free phone number if you're dialing from a UK landline. All of this should be £12, best part of £12. Which actually, if you go shopping elsewhere, be my guest, get this first though, in case it sells out. And if you see it cheaper, you know, you can always send it back. But go and have a look. Go in your project shops, go in your craft shops, go in your hobby shops. How much would a Kumihimo disc cost me if I was to walk into that hobby shop around, Sarah?
I don't think I've even had a look.
You wouldn't even bother because you know
that.
Okay, fair enough.
And you know, but do have a look by all means. I'm sure they're going to be an awful lot more. I know we've got a garden centre near me that has a craft department, and I believe they had a little project pack with one of these and some materials to make a project, and I think it was crazy amounts of money for that. I think it was, you wouldn't have got much change out of £20 to make one project.
Do you know garden centres are quite expensive, aren't they?
Yeah, they're very, because they don't have the sort of scale to buy the way Jewellery Maker does.
No, well indeed, they don't shift as many, do they? Now, your Kumihimo disc, this should all be £12. Let's make it fair to everybody on the telephone lines, because if you don't have internet access, I know you're wanting the price tag. 50% has already gone now on the website. £6.95. It's a great deal, isn't it? A really, really wonderful value that you're getting here. Sarah, how many bracelets, necklaces, etc. would I, well, let's say necklaces, how many necklaces would I get out of 50 meters?
What have I got there?
Got about a metre of each.
Yeah, so there's about 8 on there. That would make a necklace. So
8 meters makes a necklace?
Yeah, roughly.
There you go, and you could be doing bracelets. Kim, do the maths. She's doing it now. So you've got 6 big necklaces.
Yeah. And
over 6. Well, it can either be 6 or 7. 6.2, well 6 then. You'll have a little bit of spare left. Or you could do a bracelet then, right? Okay.
And my top tip is, if you want to make a matching bracelet, cut your threads a little bit longer, and then just make your braid. Make it longer than you need for your neckline.
I can't cut my braid.
And then what you can do is you can just, with your beading thread, tie round where you want to cut off the end for your necklace, and then do another tie next to it where you're going to start your bracelet and cut between the two, and your braid won't unravel.
Oh, that's a brilliant tip.
So
and then
instead
I
of
and
then you have less waste material, because you're not having to cut your ends off. So you'll actually get, you know, your bracelet and everything else for even less materials.
Okay, so let's get to business. Where do we start, Sarah?
Right, where do we start? What I've done is I've cut 4 roughly 2 metre pieces of the satin. And what I've done, if I hold this up so you can see underneath, is I have just tied the middles of it with just a waste bit of satin, or a waste bit of braiding thread, or whatever you've got, a little bit of threading material, just to tie them all together.
Okay.
And so that's my starting point. And what I've done on my disc is, you'll see you've got 4 dots. And whichever way you want to put your threads will change the pattern. So I've just put 2 at the top and 2 at the side. This should give me like a little diamond pattern, hopefully, if I've got it right. And this is how you always set up an 8 weave on the round, is you put 2 either side of the dot. And that's as simple as it gets. And the braid, the very basic braid for doing Kumihimo is, and once you start it, you always go the same way in the same direction. I always do mine this way. You take the top right thread on that side of the dot, you take it right round, and you take it to the right hand side at the bottom.
Okay.
That's your first step. You're halfway through the first movement. Then you take your bottom left hand one and you take it to the top left hand side. And you'll see my braid has just started to move around my disc. Then turn either anti-clockwise or clockwise, whichever way you want to do it. But once you start, you need to keep going in that direction. So clock. And then you take the one on the right at the top to the bottom on the right, and the same on the opposite side. And you just keep turning your disc and keep going.
Do you know, you make this look very easy, Sarah. Thank you, it's a great demonstration.
And then with those cords at the bottom there, to get your tension right, what you can do is take a little bag with your gemstones. I've got a little bag with some gemstones in, and tie that onto there.
Yeah.
This will give you a little bit of weight.
Some people put a bunch of keys on or something like that.
Anything you've got, and tie that on the bottom. Or if you want to, you can just wrap that around your finger and hold it. Okay, now because I've been talking, I may have forgotten where I am on my braid, and this will happen to you.
Oh, this will happen to me. I never stop talking.
Okay, what you want to look for is the thread crossing on the left-hand side of the middle. So this one here is just crossed the left-hand side on the middle.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That will tell you which one you've just moved.
That's the one at the top.
Yeah, and then you'll just need to move your disc again.
Okay.
If you're like me and you chat a lot and you stop and start and put these up and down, if you leave 3 strands at the bottom, you'll remember that you need to move that one back up to the top.
Oh, that's a good tip, because, you know, like knitting, like sewing, sometimes we come back to things like reading a book at night time. You could sit and do your Kumihimo at night time.
Yeah, and once you get going, literally it is just that one motion over and over, and you just keep going. That will then start to get you form your braid, and you can see if I hold that there, can you see that braid just starting to come through the disc at the bottom? It's starting to form. I've only got a little
and that's kind of exciting when you do it the first time. So I remember when I did mine, I was like, oh, it's working.
It's working. And that is it. And if you're on the move, these are great. All you need to do is wrap your cords around your disc like that, in your coat pocket, in your handbag, anywhere you like. And when you get where you're going, undo it. Sit in the doctor's surgery, hospital, wherever you are, carry on.
Can I also say that these make great pom-poms if you're working with wool, because I did that with mine. I remembered that when I was little, I used to make discs out of cardboard for pom-poms.
If you've got 2, you can definitely do your pom-poms on top of there, because then you can cut through, tie your ribbon through there.
Yeah, you just cut through.
And then cut it all.
You can do it on one though with wool.
Yeah.
It'll do it with what you can wind it, around and around and around and around and around. Easy peasy pom-poms, and then you just cut round. Put your thread through and then cut round.
I just love this, because this is something you can give to the children. There's nothing sharp, there's nothing technically too difficult with them. What I did with Vincent is I actually drew an arrow on mine. Said,
an arrow?
That's the way you're going. So he knew, which way to turn the disc.
And it's clockwise we're turning, isn't it?
I'm turning my numbers.
No, you're turning anti-clockwise.
Yeah, I'm going up my numbers, if that makes it any easier.
So you're going
the numbers on
anti-clockwise.
there, I always say I go up my numbers, so when I turn, my numbers get higher.
Oh, good tip again.
But you can get, if you're left-handed, you might want to go the opposite way, and just remember your numbers are going to be decreasing.
So it doesn't matter which way I go, really.
And it doesn't matter if you naturally want to start at the bottom and go to the top, and then the top to the bottom. Just if you remember that that's how you're doing it, that braid will always be the same. So if you start the top left to top right to bottom right, and bottom left to top left, keep going that direction. Just keep every time it's the same order. And it's as simple as it really gets. And that is going to give you a diamond shaped braid, because of the way we laid out the threads. Different ways you lay out the threads on the board will give you a different pattern. So you'll get stripes, you can get heart shapes, you can get flower shapes, you can do all sorts on this. So it's brilliant.
Fantastic demo. Thank you so much, Sarah. I need to let you know these are now very, very limited. DMGC21 is your item code. You get all this code, you get the Kumihimo disc, and it's all just £6.95. 0800 644 655 is the number to be dialing, or the w's.jewellerymaker.com if you're shopping online. Let's go back on over, because I've got... Sorry?
I don't want to put it down now.
Well, you've got to put it down.
Do a challenge.
Get on with your challenge. Get bead looming. Now, we're going to go across and give to you an opportunity, I think, if you are creating jewellery to sell on at your craft fairs, creating jewellery to sell on at your jewellery parties. It could be that you are setting up at a big fair, a big occasion, and you want to be able to take everything with you and keep everything neat and tidy. It could be that you've just started off jewellery making and you just need to get everything. Well, I'm going to give you a wonderful value bundle. Maybe you want your best friend to come along and get jewellery making with you. This is from the trade show, so you're getting a trade deal, all things of which you absolutely need. It's not a case of want so much, you need it. Now, well, you want it too, don't you? Let's face it. I'm going to give to you first off, you get your storage bag and you get 5, and this is Jewellery Maker branded. This is £12.95 on its own if you're shopping individually on the website. Now, you get in here 5 of your plastic storage boxes. Each storage box has got the separate compartment containers. You can also have them just in rows so they're longer if you want chain, or you can make them little so you can put your little findings in them. Now, these are graded plastic. What does that mean to you? Why do you need graded plastic? Well, I'm going to tell you, if you're using polymer clay is a bit of a naughty material and can eat away when you store it. Regular plastic, it will eat into the plastic and it'll just bleed into it. Now, you don't want that to happen, so you use graded plastic. Graded plastic is wonderful for keeping things airtight for your silver clays, for your precious metal clays, for your resins, any of those other kind of materials, your friendly plastic, great for that, but also wonderful for findings. Now, the great thing about this is that you can store everything. It could be that you're going to do make and takes at your table. It could be that you want to be able to create jewellery specifically. Well, you know what, bespoke pieces for, if you go to if you host a jewellery party and you want to make stuff for people, maybe they can collect their gemstones and then they say to you, I want earrings out of these, please. That would be quite a nice thing to do, wouldn't it? Put all the gemstones, you could have like all of your made up jewellery, then you could have a bit where you do like for a £5, make a pair of earrings, you pick out all the findings out, you pick all your gemstones out and you give it to the designer, which is you, and you can make it. I think that's quite a nice little personal touch. So you get your storage bag, 5 graded plastic boxes. This is £12.95 on its own. Now, if you've just started jewellery making, you will know that you can't really go beyond a stretchy, can you? Because you haven't got the right tools. Well, I'm going to give you the tools within this bundle as well. You've got our toolkit, which offers you your snipe nose pliers. So great for looping, great for opening and shutting the jump rings. You'll use these all the time to hold on to things. Your round nose pliers for starting off loops, for making your eye loops. Those are yours, Sarah. Sarah, have you ordered this?
These are ones I've ordered and I've just picked up today.
Look at Sarah, she's there going, she's just had a delivery, I just saw. You got 2 of these.
These are mine, these are top-up ones, yes.
More. She needs more. I'll talk to her about that in a minute. You can never have enough storage bags if you're a designer. Now, so as I was saying, you've got your round nose pliers, so you can do coils with that. You can do your wrap loops with these, your eye loops with these. You can't live without these tools, can you? And then you've got your nippers. So your nippers will snip your wire. We saw Sarah using them earlier. They will snip your beading thread. You've also got your snips, which are great for elastic, great for your nylon threads and whatnot. You've got your tweezers. You've got your scoop, your reamer. Now, if your holes aren't big enough in your gemstone, or for some reason you can't get your thread through one gemstone out of a strand, make them a little bit wider by just rotating your reamer, and it will open up the hole for you. You've also got a findings box here too for your pots. Now, this is £9.95 on its own, so £12.95 for those storage bags, £9.95, and this all comes in a case. In some places you will have to pay extra just for the case, wouldn't you? Jewellery Maker branded as well, looks nice and professional. If you want to take this on the go with you and you take a top box out of this, it will fit snugly inside here. Now, you also get, I know it goes on and on, a velvet board, which is absolutely essential if you're working with lots of little beads that you don't want to just go poof everywhere. Nice and comfy. Also, it's great if you're using your block and your chase hammer. You put your block on top of it and it will almost absorb some of the noise. These are all things that you just can't live without as a jewellery maker, aren't they?
absolute essentials.
Essentials. Now you also get your necklace board. Now this is, again, I said to Sarah, how many Kumihimos have you got? Every guest designer here has got an absolute number of these. I've got in my house about 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And I don't jewellery make all the time. Mia's got a couple in her room. How many of these have you got?
I think I've got about 8 or 9 of those.
You can have different projects on the go. You can put all your gemstones in, and you've got the measurements there as well. So you never have to keep taking it all off and on and off and on and off and on. This is Sarah's working one right now. And then you get your bracelets board. It gives you all the different dimensions, right from a christening bracelet up to a larger bracelet. Excuse me. And then down the bottom, you've got the measurements there as well. So all of this, just to reiterate, bracelet bracelet beading board, necklace beading board, velvet cushion pad, your toolkit, and your 5 storage bags, complete with the case. All good to go. You should be paying the best part of £30 for this. But today, we're giving you such an amazing value. An amazing value. How about you pay the ridiculous price tag of £17.95 for all of this? Well, you've got to get this quick. It's a trade show offer. You get the toolkit. You buy this for $12.95. You then have got the toolkit for a £5. Actually, let's be honest. If I gave you the toolkit and the boxes for this price tag, you'd be going good. You'd be saving money. But you're going to get so much more. So much more. WJG-C08. You could either be starting your jewellery making journey, or you could be replenishing, or you could be upgrading. You could be getting a spare set for when you're off and out and about. Now, Sarah, why do you need so many storage boxes?
I actually grade all my gemstones into colour groups.
Oh.
So I have various boxes. So I have a black box and a white box and a pink box and a green box, and I have about 3 boxes of amethyst. But that's why I have them, because I grade all my gemstones when I buy them. They go into their boxes. They're kept secure and safe. I write on a little tag what goes in there, what they are, how much they cost me to buy, and the product code, so I can reorder them if I need them in the future. And then they're all set in my little boxes, and then when I want to make a project or I've got a commission, I can bring out those boxes to my customers and say, you want pink gemstones? These are all the pink gemstones.
Oh, and they can pick, because they know they want pink to go with that outfit they've got for their best friend's wedding. Perfect.
I've even had outfits brought to me, and we've we've matched the gemstones up to the colours in the outfit from the gemstone boxes, so that they have the perfect match to that bridal piece or that special outfit that they've got.
Fantastic! Isn't that lovely? Isn't that lovely? A lot of people on the workshop today talking about commissions. It sounds exciting, doesn't it? Getting your first commission. £17.95, and don't forget, if people are coming around your house, you need to look professional. Sarah's obviously extremely organised. It's like Mark Smith; they're so organised. They know what's going on. Now, Kimmy. Let me show everybody one of the most exclusive strands we've seen. Did you miss the Mandarin garnet the other day? Oh my gosh. Look at that colour. The last burning embers of the fire. Unbelievably beautiful. Spessartite garnet. If you missed out on the last Mandarin garnet strand, then here is another wonderful opportunity for you to get something gorgeous, something in that wonderful colour. Don't miss out on this one. We've got very limited stock. It is going to be a considered purchase. Now, in your next kit, which is in about 10 minutes time, you're going to get this strand. It's only available within the kit. It is going to be our luxury high-end kit of the day, of course. Sterling silver findings. How does this sound? Sterling silver findings, ametrine and amethyst, like this. Oh my gosh, unique strands, exclusive to your next kit. Your last kit of the day is this gorgeous strand. Had to be with sterling silver. We don't see ametrine very often. Isn't it lovely to have gemstones that you just sort of never dreamt would be available to you? and not only just available, but readily available to you. Gemstones such as the Swiss blue that I've got coming up for you later. Do not miss out on this topaz. Genuine topaz. I am so excited. It's coming up in a little bit later on. Now, right now, I want you to think about a gemstone such as Aquamarine. And Natalia said to us yesterday, her mum was in Bond Street last week and she said to her, Natalia, there's Aquamarine everywhere. Now, Aquamarine is wonderful to have, isn't it? And actually, I'd say, what do you reckon, Kim? About the last 6 months, we've been able to get Aquamarine here at Jewellery Maker, isn't it? We started off with the little rounds with not a lot of clarity, which are wonderful for adding that splash of blue and for giving you the credibility of a gemstone that is so recognised and so adored the world over. Now, to have a strand like this cut so exquisitely with the most wonderful clarity, with the most beautiful colour, well, it's a privilege, isn't it? Isn't this gorgeous? I'll bring you this strand from the cut collection, and again you'll notice that each gemstone is separated from the next. Now, we've done that purposely to allow the gemstones their own freedom of movement without the dangers of rubbing against each other and damaging. This Aquamarine is stunning. It's the birth gemstone, of course, as you may know, of March. It's the original gemstone that was placed into engagement pieces before there was that huge campaign that made diamond the engagement gemstone. Now, Aquamarine is very strongly rumoured to be very soon included in the precious list. So it will be counted just as a diamond is, just as a ruby is, just as an emerald or a sapphire, or a tanzanite, in fact, as precious. Now, Aquamarine is one of those gemstones, isn't it? It's got so much myth and legend behind it. We see many Aquamarine pieces at big price tags, surrounded by pearls, surrounded by the finest diamonds money can buy. And if you're twinning two very luxurious gemstones, if you're twinning Aquamarine with such utter luxury, gemstones that are very, very, very highly regarded in the jewellery industry, then surely there's a reason why we're adding these crowns, these embellishments. Now, if you want to be able to make high-end pieces with your jewellery, if you want to be able to include a gemstone such as Aquamarine, just to be able to say it to your customers, maybe you're on a bridal commission like a couple of our wonderful jewellery makers on the workshop are today, then Aquamarine is most certainly one. It's a gemstone associated with everlasting love. It's a gemstone that is said to bind a marriage. It's a gemstone that has myth and legends behind it to do with safe travel, just as a St. Christopher might. And whether you believe in myth and legend or not, to be able to offer that sentiment to your customers, I think it's just another reason to make it exciting for them. Mirror graduated, these would look wonderful in drops on earrings, beautiful as individual pendants, and you get so much on the strand. I love these facets, do you? Are you going to allow these to move? Are you going to set these on their own? Are you going to put them with pearls? Maybe you're going to buy Saturday's strand of black diamonds, put them together. They look gorgeous. Now, every day apart from today, you'd be paying £21.95 for these. Now, I do anticipate when I give you the price tag, these are going to sell out fast. So please get on the phone lines very, very, very soon. The price slash that I give you is a while stocks last price slash and is included only for the last remaining stock. We do not anticipate this gemstone coming back into stock. We find it very difficult to get any of the cut collection back in. They are exclusively, exquisitely cut by the most incredible lapidarists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 23 on the graduation. Whether they are cufflinks, whether you want to make the groom something that matches the bride's jewellery, something blue for the wedding day, maybe they're for your very best friend on Christmas Day. Whatever you're doing with these, if you are watching and buying from us today with a profit in mind, then consider this strand an absolute must-have at £14.95. Now that price tag is whilst stocks last. I'm just hearing in my ear that that averages at 65 pence per aquamarine. This is for you if you're a gem collector. This is for you if you consider yourself a high-end creator. $14.95 down from $21.95. While stocks last only. FCRU56 is your item code. It's madness, isn't it? Isn't this wonderful being out just before Christmas as well? Isn't it great? What about putting this? Oh, I like that combination. Very soft, isn't it? Sarah, what would you do with these aquamarines?
Oh, gosh, they're so beautiful. I mean, really, something blue came straight to mind for the wedding things, just to have that tucked away, you know, whether it be, you know, it's just the one gemstone that you pop somewhere onto, you know, even if it's a tassel on the back of a neckline piece, just that one piece just to hang down the back of the dress, perhaps. They would look beautiful in headdresses as well, you know, if you were doing like for the bridesmaids, because that's quite a popular colour for a bridesmaid's dress, is that sort of...
It's kind of dark egg blue, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's quite a popular colour for that sort of thing. But, you know, even if you were not making bridal jewellery, they're so beautiful, and I would just want to team that with pearls. Beautiful, beautiful
white pearls. I'm with you on that one for sure.
And just really team those together. See that?
Some coloured pearls, actually. If you wanted to make it more autumnal,
you could indeed. And I love those strands of multicoloured pearls because they go with so many different strands as well. And you know, sometimes you look at them and you think, oh, they won't go with so many different things, but they do.
They really do. Well, you can pick out the individual tones. We've got that coming up for you later.
So they're just gorgeous. Whatever you make with those is going to be beautiful.
I agree. It can be nothing but, can it? £14.95 down from £21.95 today for you. With a 30-day money-back guarantee on everything that we bring to you here at Jewellery Maker, you can shop with absolute utter confidence. They're gorgeous. Well done if you did get those. Now, I'm going to give you, we've been talking quite a lot today about rose gold, haven't we? Let me just grab these ones as well. We were talking very much about that piece from the Links of London pendant, gorgeous with rose gold. And most of the designers I've found when I'm researching are using splashes of rose gold here and there, and I'm going to give you a really fantastic deal, as always, on rose gold. We're talking to you about sterling silver with an overlay of rose gold. I'm going to give you crimp beads, lobster claw clasps, and I'm going to give to you, let me just grab my tweezers, there they are. I'm going to give to you a toggle clasp as well. You get 2 toggle clasps and they've got the Greek key design running across them. Aren't they wonderful? Now you can use these in their traditional manner. I would always put these at the front of the jewellery, never at the back. I want to see that. Now, cufflinks as well, these are great for, aren't they? Of course we know. We've also got crimp beads. You get 50 crimp beads. To be honest with you, if I had these crimp beads, I don't want to squish them. I want to use them within my jewellery. How would I do that, Sarah?
Well, if you don't want to, you just want to use them as little spacers.
Yeah, because they're so pretty.
You could just thread them in between beads to use them as spacers. I quite often put 2 or 3 together. They look great, and you get like that movement, but it's like tubes, but they actually the beading thread can move.
So don't use them singly. Put 3 together.
Put 2 or 3 together, and then you actually get some movement with them, like as if you were using very small seed beads, where you can actually get the movement in your beading thread.
You could almost bead loom with them down a strip.
Oh gosh,
you?
Yes.
They'd look lovely on a bead loom. Some black onyx, little tiny black onyxes. All those garnet we had earlier, and these down the centre.
Or even those labradorite, they would look
I like that idea, yes, yes. Use them with your bead loom. And to have precious silver and gold. I mean, it just makes you feel so proud of the jewellery that you created, wouldn't it? With very limited stock. So you've got the lobster claw clasps, as I just showed you there as well. You get 10 of those. Don't forget the crimp beads. They're 2 by 2, by the way, and you get 50 of them. Your detailed toggle clasp, you get 2 of those as well in that Greek key design. Here's everything that you get. A very substantial gram weight of sterling silver and a thick overlay of rose gold is what you're going to get. You're going to create absolute gorgeous luxury. GBGC02 is your item code. These should be approaching £20, just a couple of pennies under £20. But today, my darling doodle jewellery makers, we're going to give you all of this for only £14. It's good, isn't it? What great value. Only £14.95. Think about the fact that you can give a higher price tag, can't you? Because you're using elements like this within. Rose gold is so hot right now. It is the hottest of the precious metals, isn't it? If you're doing your research, probably finding that everything's rose gold. It looks beautiful. So with that said, there's lots of inspiration for your designs with rose gold out there at the moment. So it's a good time to go and research rose gold jewellery. Just to give yourself, get the ball rolling, the designer ball rolling, because I always see things and think, I love that, I love it, I'd like it with this, I'm going to make it. You know, that's the great thing, isn't it? £14.95. Don't forget, if you were tuning in yesterday to Natalia's show, you can make your own moulds out of pretty much anything. So if you have seen something you like and you'd like to do something similar, then go ahead and do it. £14.95. Now, I'm going to give to you the next wonderful kit. Now, you're going to get that strand. Now, I want to just draw your attention to your findings. This is our luxury kit of the day, and if you are used to the price tags like we've been doing today on our kits, then only comparative to those, not for the rest of the world, they will be more of a considered purchase. Actually, when you see what you've got in this kit, my gosh, it's worth it. So if you've been jewellery making for a while and you want a kit that is outstandingly luxurious, then I feel I've got it for you here. Maybe you've been thinking, right, I don't want the basics, I want to go straight in there, I want glamour. Have a look, because you get the sterling silver heart chain in this kit. Now this heart chain, think about it, go to the high street in your mind. Go into a jeweller's, even just the high street jewellers, the one that begins with H. What would you pay for a silver bracelet, a sterling silver bracelet with detail like this? What do you think? Say you had to go and buy one for whatever reason. How much money would you take with you? 40 quid? Just so, I mean, you probably get a little bit of change, but just in case. Kim's saying it, no, at least 40. Really? Do you know what? Look at the detail. These are beautiful and very, very, very bridal, I feel. I think they're just stunning. I'm going to show you a bracelet that Sara made out of this kit with that. Oh my gosh, I've got to try this on. Have a look. Even Tom went, oh, my ear. That was the exact noise that he made. Oh. It was a real Homer noise. Look at this. Oh gosh, how special. Oh my goodness, don't tell me you get these big toggle clasps in here as well. So this is a sterling silver bracelet with ametrine and amethyst. How much would you pay? You're watching right now. How much would you pay for something so pretty? Oh my gosh, this really is beautiful, isn't it? Let me just untangle myself. Look at all the findings that you get. There you go. Do you know what this would look stunning with as well? Our Spessartite garnet that we've got. Now that would be sexy, wouldn't it? Now this is such a beautiful bracelet. I just think that's gorgeous. Do you love it? Do you want to create it? You've got to get this kit. Now, you're going to get those big toggle clasps as well. I love this. I'm putting that back on there. That's not where it goes. I might just wear it, actually. I'm going to wear it. So you've got the chain, your shepherd's hooks, you've got your eye pins, and do you know what, your eye pin, your ball head pins, sorry, massive substantial weight of silver in this. They're beautiful. You have got 10 head pins, 10 eye pins, 10 crimp beads, 2 pairs of shepherd's hooks, 3 open jump rings that are 5mm, 3 open jump rings that are 8mm, 3 of your silver spring lock bolt ring clasped at 8x3. Oh my gosh. Hang on, that's not everything that's in there, because I've also got silver balls. You also get the silver balls. You need this, don't you? So you get the silver balls as well. Don't forget that exclusive strand that's coming with this kit. Now these really are special and they are absolutely exclusive to this kit. I'm talking to you about a strand that includes both amethyst and ametrine. You see the ametrine there? Ametrine only found in Bolivia. So also known as Bolivianite. And basically, without blinding with too much science, it's where the gemstones amethyst and citrine fusion together in the mine. It only happens in Bolivia, and you get the most incredible result from that. It's beautiful. It blushes into each other. Just adore it. Now you've also got, and doesn't this just work so well? You have got that lemon quartz. The squares go all the way up to 7 by 2. And then you've got the smoky quartz. Gorgeous. These are heaven together. Now you've got, look at these, and you've got so much of the yellow fluorite in there, the golden fluorite. You've got all those colours. Now this really is stunningly beautiful. Remember, you have got that heart chain. I do anticipate that this kit is going to sell out. It is utterly luxurious. If you're shopping today and the forefront of your mind is luxury, then this has got to go in your collection, hasn't it? If you're thinking about getting the Spessartite garnet, it goes so beautifully, and you really want to fusion those high-end gemstones, then this has got to go in your collection. Again, I've got to let you know, only 70 of these kits, is that right? 70 we had. Have ever been created. EHG C34 is your item code. Summer pansies. You should be paying £45 for. Actually, that's quite good, Kim. It's all right, it's that price. I've got sterling silver. I'd pay more than that for the chain, wouldn't I? But today, my darling jewellery makers, it's going under £40. It's not half bad, is it? £27.95. I can't wait to see what you're going to create out of this. Don't forget, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. I want you to go and research where else you can get ametrine. We're very limited on this now. We have now gone limited. Only a very small amount of these were ever created. You've got to remember, you've got sterling silver findings in this kit, and those are £14.95 on their own. Incredible value. Now when you see the jewellery that Sarah's created, you're going to be absolutely needing, wanting, loving this. £27.95. Sarah, to unearth such utter luxury in a kit. What did you think? And this was when you got back from holiday as well. I bet you were just like, yes.
I know, these were waiting for me, and it was just so beautiful to open this, and just the gemstones, the quality of the gemstones. I mean, even if you don't want to work them all together in a kit, just get this kit for those gemstone strands. You won't be disappointed. They are beautiful.
They really are.
You can use them in so many different ways, and don't be afraid to mix and match them all. They all work beautifully together. So, you know, just to have so much fun with it.
Look at this bracelet. It's kind of like a bubble bracelet, but with those squares. Now, you really appreciate the clarity when you break these apart. Look at that. Isn't it splendid? Look, absolutely beautiful. I love that. I love the fact that you've got all the tables. Is this a crochet you've done?
It's one of them is a button
weave. Is it
weave.
elastic or no?
It's on monofilament. One of them is a button weave where you take the threads in and out, and the other 3 strands are crocheted.
Wow. Yes. Now these earrings are heavenly. I'd see these kinds of things in a boutique jeweller's, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Aren't they gorgeous? I love that you've done the silver balls there as well. There's a lot of silver in here, and they're very delicate.
Yes.
Really gorgeous. And then you've got more of the 1920s style here, thinking you've got that sort of flapper girl look, haven't you? Now look. I like those a lot. Just the simple drops.
That's it.
Are gorgeous, aren't they?
I just needed to use those in a pair of earrings just because they were so clear, and so the stripes and the striations on them were so beautiful, but they're so understated as well. You know, you could wear those every day if you wanted to, but you could also wear them with an evening dress, you know, and just have some of these just so simple and beautiful and kind of catch the light.
And of course, my fanfare piece, your fanfare, mine.
I wouldn't be surprised if that doesn't get out of the studio. It's beautiful, isn't it?
I don't know what you mean.
Isn't it just beautiful?
I love it. Take a photo of it now, Tom. So I can go on Facebook. How gorgeous. And don't you just love the randomness?
I do. I just love the fact that all of those are so different, and you get different tonal qualities through the gemstones. So you get some, you know, that are a lot paler, and then you get the darker, deep. Look at that one in the middle, just deep richness. And, you know, that whole quality, and the facets are just to die for. You know, if you've not had one of these strands before, because, you know, you may be thinking, oh, I can't work with random shapes, they're not for me. Get this strand, because you will work with it. You'll just make it work so easily. And, you know, it doesn't matter that they're all different shapes, so they're bringing out the best of each of those gemstones, and it just is amazing.
Can you imagine this? Now just think that you're looking into a jeweller's window, just going around on their display, and you're in love with it, aren't you? I mean, this is beautiful. It's all about how you present, as well, of course, about how you create. When you present something, and look at this, it just deserves a fanfare. It's absolutely stunningly gorgeous. And you'd put, if you saw that in a jeweller's window for 150 quid, it wouldn't be out of the question, would it?
No, definitely not. And if you wanted to make these into charms and just sell those off individually as a charm, feel free to do that. You may want to do a little wire wrapping around the top and use these as charms that are beautiful, or you might just want to add one of these to, if you've got a simple pearl necklace, make it as a detachable charm to add on to a pearl necklace, so you can change the look of things. But there's so much you can do with them, and they're so exquisite.
They really are. Now you're going to give us, now I've got to let everybody know, the kit is very fast approaching selling out. We are into single figures. Now you're going to show us. Yeah. Sorry, Tom was just taking a picture of it, I didn't know. Oh, Tom, I'm sorry. Off you go, snap away, love. You got it. Now, I got it. Yeah, now.
He's good. There we go.
Oh, I didn't even notice you got like a little quirky.
It's all sort of a bit quirky. It was a bit of a quirky piece.
Yeah.
I just thought, well, all the gemstones are such unique shapes and sizes, but they work so beautifully together, and just to show that you can sort of make almost like a collage piece of jewellery. And I think we all get a bit hooked up on just beading and putting beads together, or putting chain in there, or, you know, wire work or whatever. Why not just make a beautiful floral piece, or a collage of whatever you feel like you want to wear around your neckline. I love flowers. This was just me.
I know you do. You've always loved flowers. I do too. We all do. We're girls.
They're too beautiful.
They are. I've still got some yellow roses left in my garden. I wonder how long I've got them till they go.
Not long now.
I know.
So to make the flowers, and each one of these I've kind of made differently, but to make the flowers, what you need to do is, on your beading thread, you need to add on 4 of your teardrops, and on the strand I had enough to make 3 different coloured flowers. So, you know, I took all the yellows, the greens and the purples together. And what you're going to do is, on your 5th one, is going to cross your beading thread through. Okay, so you can see I've already done that, and then you just pull that together and the magic happens straight away. And then what I'm going to do to secure that, because it can be a little sort of floppy.
It can be a bit too fluid, can't it?
Yeah,
You want it to stay
you want it to stay against
rigid.
the neckline. So to do that, what you do is you just need to pick it up, and you just need to start almost like doing a basket weave around the gemstones. And you need to hold it in your fingers, so it's a bit of a difficult one to show. But I'm going up and under with my thread, and then in the opposite direction with the other one. I hold that. And once you get going, it's a bit easier.
It's just getting going, isn't it?
It is, getting that first
And keeping the
bit.
pressure with your thumb into the centre is essential.
It is. So you just go round, around, around, around. And you'll see it soon starts to take shape. If I just do that, and if I hold that now, you'll see that it's already starting to get that effect. And then what you can do is, on some of them, I have created like a little pentagon design across the middle.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
And to do that, when you're wrapping, just take your thread across your beads, and then around a bead and back across. So across, around a bead and back across, and you'll soon start to see that design coming across the centre of your flower. So if I hold that up now, can you see? Starting to get that little pentagon design coming across the middle. And all you're going to do is keep going with that until you actually get lots and lots of wraps onto your flower. So you need quite a long piece of thread. And then what I did is I left my tails on mine. I just literally went through my beading thread and anchored my beading thread to the back of the flower. And you can do that just literally by, you'll find you have some natural holes in the beading thread where you can bead right through and take your threads to the back like that. And then all you need to do is literally tie an overhand knot in those. I didn't even use a crimp bead at this point, just tie a double overhand knot or a surgeon's knot or whatever knot you're happy with. And then this thread here went on to thread on the lemon quartz and smoky quartz to the next flower, and this part actually made this teardrop here and then came back up and was tied off. So this is all actually just using the beading thread as it was, so I haven't actually cut these at all.
Now you've used here, you've got the structure, and you've used actually the tubes.
I have.
Sorry, I put me... Sorry.
You need to get a good view, you see. That's the trouble. You need to get in there.
Your little tubes.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what I was aiming for.
And they're the tubes off the ametrine strand. And so don't waste anything. Yeah, definitely. And also you could use these little plastic tubes that come on this strand as well. So you might want to be able to use those in between, just to use them as spacers. I quite often cut those little plastic tubes down into little tiny spacers, and I use those in my jewellery designs just as little tiny ones.
But everybody's loving this on Facebook, I'm just to tell you. Now £27.95 is your price tag for the kit. It's now gone very limited. It was already limited edition. Thank you so much, Sarah.
You're welcome. You
may continue with your challenge. And we are going to go back on over and have a look at the other treats that I've got for you. Before I do that though, I really want to remind you of that extremely exclusive strand of Spessartite garnet. You miss out on the Mandarin garnet I gave to you last week. It all sold out. It was a considered purchase at $69.95. This is going to be a considered purchase. It's not going to be as much as $69.95 though. Spessartite garnet giving you that powerful, wonderful colour. It was a gemstone really that was only mostly in really collectors' possessions, because it was such a rarity to have it in volumes that could be put into jewellery. It's coming up for you very soon. Now, I showed you a bit sneakily, I showed you the pearls that I had. We weren't entirely sure whether we'd be able to play these. We now can. They are now on the system, which is why I haven't been showing you them today. These are Canadian-inspired coloured pearls. They're genuine freshwater pearls. I'm just thinking bead loom with these, they'd look amazing. And most certainly do not forget that I have got for you your topaz. That's coming up very soon, your sky blue topaz, something like we have never ever seen before. Go and have a little research on Swiss blue and sky blue topaz prices in pendants and things like that. Have a little bit, not just look at the prices, but actually maybe be inspired by some of the gorgeous designs that a lot of very top-end designers are doing right now. Right, I'm going to give to you, hang on a minute, I've got to really reach in now. I grabbed this for you earlier. Here we go. If you bought the drops of Amethyst that I gave you for $7.95 earlier on, if you want to make them go further, then this is most certainly a trio for you. Now, bicones slot together like a puzzle. So if you're making a beady bead and you don't want the gaps, it's a bicone for you. Now, do you remember that Sarah made the little beady bead out of the labradorites? And I was saying how wonderful these would be for Shambhala style bracelet beads. You don't just have to use plain rounds for Shambhala. You can actually use beady beads as well. Make it really look different. Make it really stand out. Now again, the bicone offers us, have a look at the strand, the bicone offers us all these lovely angles in the faceting. So you've got all this wonderful dancing of light moving around the gemstones, and as your body moves when you're wearing the jewellery, you get that sparkle. Now Ed's coming because he wanted this strand for his late show. Don't think so, Ed. Don't think so. And Ed, I've got these in a trio. Now, if you're going to tune in to Ed at the weekend, I do believe you've got something very special for everybody. Is it you? With the diamonds?
We do have something special, but I'm no longer presenting the show.
Oh, aren't you?
I did last night, Fee's doing something.
Oh, so tune in for that. Are you on tonight, Edward? They took the diamonds off you? Yeah. Well, Fee had a diva strop, I expect. You know what she's like. She didn't. She's the last person in the world to have it. She's the last person in the world to have a diva strop, isn't she? She's so lovely. Now, are you on tonight? Are we tuning in? No, you just had a shave for no reason, have you?
I was on last night.
Oh, right. I knew there'd be an explanation for it. Now, have a look at these. Amethyst offers us such incredible richness to your jewellery. Look at that. Now, if you bought the drops that I gave you earlier, can we have the graphics for those at the bottom of the screen, Kim? Sorry, darling. Well, she knows what she's doing, doesn't she? She doesn't need me to boss her around, does she? I know what I'm doing, thank you. There's nothing worse, Kim, is there? Now, you've got this trio. Sarah Elvin, please explain to me why, and this is great, this trio, before I ask you actually, because you've got all the different shapes, all the different sizes, and the different styles of faceting. Now, you already love amethyst, so I'd like to know why, and I'd also like to know why it'd be a wonderful idea to mix all of these different shapes and sizes, if that's something you would do.
Well, I would mix all those different shapes and sizes because it gives interest to your jewellery. It gives you lots of scope to be able to do different things. You can do your fan-shaped designs that Gemma likes to do. You can do your flower designs, which I love doing. You can do all those structural pieces that you might want to do in your tiara work with those bicones because they fit beautifully together with your wire work. You've also got from all those different strands, you've got lustre off the plain rounds, which then gets more light brought to it from the bicones through all those facets. So you get that interest, and then you've got that play of colour as well. And you just can't go wrong with a bundle like this. When you put it all together, it just makes life so easy for you because you just can't help to make interesting, different, high-end, quality jewellery from it.
And that is exactly what we want, isn't it? Mix these with gold, and you know what they're going to look absolutely heartbreakingly gorgeous with? Gorgeous.
Absolutely.
So your bicones in dimension are 6 by 6. Your perfect rounds, those beautiful, deep, perfect rounds are 7 mil. 160 on those carat-wise. 65 carats on those beautiful faceted ovals, and they really are so pretty. 16 by 4 to 11 by 9. Sorry, 6 by 4 to 11 by 9 on the graduation. A 30 centimetre wonderful strand. A strand that offers you depth and a strand that offers you subtlety, because the clarity coming through from those ovals, mind-blowing. Of course, this trio would set you back the best part of £25, but when we put them together, we give you a reduction, and I'm not saying just any old reduction. What about I give you these strands for less than £5 each? You need to be on the phone lines. This is a wonderful opportunity at £14.95. You've got value, you've got beauty, you've got striking gemstones to put into your wonderful designs. It's so lovely to have your company here today. We so can't wait to see you. Wall of Fame entries 0800 644 655 if you're dialing, or the w's.jewellerymaker.com if you're shopping online. Don't forget, if you are calling us, then it's a free phone number if you're dialing from the UK on your landline. £14.95. You get these wonderful gemstones in a matter of days with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Now, if you bought the strand that I gave you earlier, or if in fact you've just tuned in, you saw me whisk it over and you thought, oh my gosh, I don't need that. Oh, I know. We've all been absolutely loving this. Now, I've got to let you know, very limited stock on this now. Of course, they're almost sold out. If you're thinking about getting, I know so many of you missed out on our Mandarin garnet, and it was a very considered purchase last week at $69.95. I mean, gosh, you didn't half get a gorgeous strand. But here's an opportunity for you to get Spessartite garnet in those wonderful Mandarin tones. This really is exclusive and exquisite, and don't they just match wonderfully together? So that's coming up for you later on. But right now, I'm going to give you that opportunity to grab a strand of absolute decadence for just £7.95. With all of those wonderful facets with the top drilling, it's all happening, isn't it? It's all happening right now. Now, think about putting these indeed with your topaz as well. We've got that topaz coming up for you later on today. $7.95 is the price tag for your beautiful amethyst. Now, again, oh, did you get that Mandarin garnet? If you did, send us the Wall of Fame entries. But for now, let's check out what everybody else has been doing at home with their beads. Chloe just touched up, not for the first time in my life. Chloe went, "Shut up," because I love this, I love this. And look, this little charm.
I know,
oh,
I love
it.
Oh,
pearls, I just think they're so stunning. What a lovely, lovely, lovely piece of jewellery from Patricia Kavanagh. That sounds very posh. I think I'd like that as a surname, Jenny Kavanagh. What do you reckon, Chloe? Change my name, will you? Make it happen. Now, Pat says, Jenny Kavanagh. For the Wall of Fame is a commission for a grandma and granddaughters. Oh,
how sweet.
Made from JM freshwater pearls and sterling silver findings. Enjoying the shows and presenters. Love from Pat in Liverpool. Pat, this is absolutely, I love that idea. Oh, I love that. So the little peachy ones for the granddaughters. I think that's stunning. Well done, Pat. More pearls, Pat.
And how high-end do they look? They just look amazing.
Always,
amazing.
Always.
I have 365 here from Sam in Burton-on-Trent. And she says, "Hi to all you lovely people at Jewellery Maker Towers. This week's Wall of Fame entry is a selection of bracelets made with 1.25mm wire and satin cord, all from Jewellery Maker. The black macrame necklace and bracelet were made by my 10-year-old son Kai."
See, anyone can do Kumihimo and macrame.
Yep. And how effective is that? It's amazing.
Well done, Kai. Kai is Kai, right?
Kai, yeah. I think that's how you say
Kai,
Kai,
yeah.
They are his very first attempts at macrame, and he made them after watching the first macrame DVD at the weekend. Impressive, hey?
He watched
Very impressive.
10-year-olds, brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant.
Shows how brilliant the DVDs are as well, because they're just so easy. You can just go backwards and forwards until you've got the technique down, and it just proves that, you know, having that little bit of help means that you can make beautiful jewellery.
He can sell them at school. Max loves Shambhala bracelets. He bought loads of them back. Did your kids buy loads of Shambhalas on holiday?
They didn't, because Mum makes them.
Yeah, I know, but I was saying to Max, will you stop it? I can get these from work. I can actually make them. Yeah. He knows that I haven't got time at the moment. There, I was like, stop buying macrame bracelets and leather bracelets.
They were everywhere though in France.
Yeah, they
everywhere.
were. 368. We didn't bump into each other though.
No.
You heard me coming, didn't you?
I did. Ran the other way.
No. Now, I've got to say, listen, isn't this amazing? This is what I was going, oh my gosh. Oh,
I know.
I love it. Anyone who loves owls wants to buy this right now. And I'll tell you where you can get it from. Jill Elliott in link. Well, that's not. I hope she puts. Jill, please put this on Facebook in case someone wants to. I think this is just fabulous, and the use of mookaite. Oh look, and Viking weave at the back. I think this is amazing. So let's see how Jill actually achieved this. Hi everyone, I finally tried out polymer clay. Come on, don't tell me that is your first attempt at polymer clay. Oh my gosh, Jill. After having purchased the polymer clay roller from JM around Christmas last year, I can't say my skill level is very high. Well, I can, but I really had fun for a couple of days working on this piece. I made it up as a necklace, but I couldn't think it was very wearable. I used mookaite. It is wearable. Why, Jill, are you... Look. Jill, this is amazing. Now take the credit, girl. It's gorgeous. I use mookaite, pyrite, and other gemstones from a scoop. And the owl's eyes are labradorite. I love that. Thanks again for the inspiration from the presenters and designers. Wishing everyone at JM all the best. Jill, that is, please put that on Facebook. It's amazing.
That's just...
How can she sell herself short? Because if that was my first ever piece of polymer clay, my gosh.
I love pieces like this. They're so whimsical and so unique and so, you know, completely different to anything you can buy anywhere else. I just love them.
Right. Serpent ring.
No, this is 366. And this is from Jeanette in Essex. And she says, hi all, I did this ring the other day after seeing someone on Facebook do one, and I loved it so much that I copied the idea but used different stones. I used labradorite drops for the snake's head and 0.8 wire and 0.4 to wrap with.
Well done, Jeanette. That's gorgeous.
No, isn't that gorgeous? And they're beautiful. So on trend, these sorts of things. They're beautiful.
Now I've got, look at this with the suede cord. Is that suede cord? It's oh no, it's ribbon. I love this with the rose gold. You've got some collections that are just stunning. Who did this the other day? I think it could have been Gemma, I'm not sure. Oh, a slave bracelet. Oh, and look at it. Look, it's gorgeous. And this is from Hannah Tucker in the New Forest. Wait, one of our beading buddies is from the New, beading buddies. One of us, ladies on the workshop. Hi everyone, please see attached my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. I've not been able to enter for a while. This is all my makes from the Style Jewellery Kit. My goodness, you got loads out of that. I've made 5 necklaces, 3 bracelets, a slave bracelet and 3 pairs of earrings, and I've still got gemstones left over. So I just want to say great value from using just what was included in the kit. Thank you to all the guest designers that help spark your inspiration off when you're having a day of design block, from Hannah Tucker. Hannah, brilliant. And I love this flower, it's wonderful. You're number 369. That's a really, really incredible jewellery. And it just goes to show how fantastic it is purchasing kits from us here at Jewellery Maker and being able to create lots. Now, I've got 3 very, 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 very special things coming up for you. Have a look at this. Freshwater pearls in such a stunning, stunning colour. You know you've got to have this Spessartite garnet. It will. Look at the glow. I mean, nothing glows like that. It's amazing. If you missed out on last week's Mandarin garnet, you're going to need this. And I've got that blue topaz for you. Oh, we are spoiling you after the break. Do not go anywhere, but be prepared to get excited.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Would you like to try a new hobby? Then why not give us a call on 0800 644 655 and we'll send you a free copy of our DVD and booklet to help you get started. You don't even need to make an order. Get involved with Jewellery Maker.
Join Jewellery Maker and guest designer Mark Smith for our long-awaited macrame workshop. Get to know the essential techniques and knotting formations to create these vastly popular designs. Learn square stitch, twist stitch, slip knot and much more. The full course includes a range of different threading materials, a selection of gemstones, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios, a chance to meet the presenters and a visit to our gemstone museum. All of this for just $79.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
It's the Wire Work for Beginners course that I'm on today with Louise. I've thoroughly enjoyed myself. It's been a wonderful course, starting from very basics. Every question that we had for Louise, she's answered, and it's been a marvellous education in learning to do things with wire work.
Welcome back to Jewellery Maker. Don't forget, right now we are getting exclusive. We're getting really special. We're dipping our toe into, well, no, we're diving right into that bath of luxury. That's what we're doing. I'm about to give you the opportunity to have, should we do the Spessartite first? What should we do first? Let's do it, let's do it. Of course, it's my presenter's pick today. I am absolutely privileged to be bringing you one of the most outstanding strands, and it's certainly a strand that I am so proud to be able to bring to you. Do you know, me and Vicky Carr have been fighting over this strand for about a week. I got it. She's sat at home now, probably throwing things at the TV at me. Now, honestly, this is a strand that both producers and presenters alike have been fighting for. The glow is beyond exceptional. The colour is just superbly striking. The last burning embers of a fire, look at that. Now, this is a gemstone that is going to be a considered purchase here at Jewellery Maker. I bring you Spessartite garnet. Now, if you missed out on last week's Mandarin garnet, you need to be quick. This is a very limited strand. Already 21 of these have been allocated in the time that I've been speaking to you, which means that I have only 49 remaining chances. The clarity, the glow, the beauty of this exquisitely exclusive strand is going to allow you the opportunity to create something that you never beyond your wildest dreams thought you'd be able to create. Usually only available, and then quite rarely, to top jewelers. Don't you feel so happy just to get this strand in your collection? Whether you know what you're going to make, look at the clarity, look at the glow from these gemstones. You're really going to fall in love. Whether you're going to use it sparingly, just one above a pearl. Look at those drop earrings, look at the fire, look at the clarity, look at the luster coming from every single one of these outstandingly beautiful gemstones. Exquisite. Mainly, in fact, exclusively to gem collectors. I can't believe, last week, I couldn't believe we were getting the opportunity to give you Mandarin garnet, to give you Spessartite in these almost almost paprikaska tones. The glow, it's about the glow. If you want a gemstone that literally looks like it's on fire from the inside, then this is your strand. Look at that incredible quality. The colour is mesmerising. This really is a magical strand of outstanding quality. 30 carats set into rondelles with the most amazing sparkle. This is a collector's choice strand and will come packaged really specially for you. Now, when you get this kind of opportunity, I'm going to ask you to go and research this gemstone, research jewellery with this gemstone in it. Have a look at the prices, but also be inspired. Have a look at the different blends of golds that people are putting with this, designers are putting with this. I mean, it is a gemstone that will set you back an awful lot, Sarah, isn't it?
Oh, it is. I mean, if you can find it for a start off. I mean,
yes, it's very hard to find.
One of those ones that, if you can find it, it will be small pieces that are set into high-end, exquisite jewellery. But you know, to have that availability, to be able to make your own jewellery with it, and I would use it sparingly. I would use it with, you know, with beautiful pearls. I might use just a few, just in the front. If you had a smoky quartz like the wheels, the smoky quartz wheels, just about 3 of those in between some smoky quartz, right at the front of the neckline piece, would just be amazing, because the colour and the light and everything that's coming off that strand you won't need much to make an impact.
I think this is definitely a centre stage gemstone within your jewellery, isn't it? And whether you want to use just 1 or 2 of these, maybe just on some silver chain, or some gold chain, just to really make a feature out of it. And if you are shopping with a business head on, you're going to break these all up. You're going to use them really sparingly. Maybe it's for that special commission. Maybe you have actually got specific requirements for a gemstone that burns and glows so wonderfully, magically like this. It's gemstones like this that actually have brought everybody's attention to coloured gemstones, isn't it? It's coloured gemstones now that are really, I mean, you look at Tiffany & Co, you look at Cartier, you look at Boodles, these jewellers, these high-end top famous jewellers celebrating different coloured gemstones. And this is one that gives you such striking drama to your jewellery. I do anticipate that this strand is going to sell out. Last week we gave you the Mandarin garnet for $69.95. Today, still a considered purchase, but not as high. In these rondelles, you get the clarity you want. You get the facets that you want. You get the gemstone that you want. Pradashka glows, aren't they, almost? 0800 644 655 for your shopping on the phone lines today. It's free for UK landlines. Today, not $69.95, which was a good price. Oh my, $39.95. Can I just say, Kim, what happened to the much higher price tag you were supposed to? I thought these were going to be $49.95. CJG Z81, these are fast approaching a sellout. You must check out baskets if you have got this in a basket online. Only quarter of the stock now remains. 0800 644 655. There is a queue on the phone lines. It's not massive, but make sure you are staying where you are, because if you are in a queue, you should be successful. If you're not checking out a basket, you're working against the telephone callers, please don't miss out on this deal if you want to create utter luxury, sheer, elegant, striking jewellery. If you really love coloured gemstones, then this is your opportunity. If you're a gem collector, you need this strand. I'm going to give you another opportunity to grab yourself something exquisite. Now, we don't have many of those left. I think they're going to sell out, aren't they? That looks like it's going to sell out very, very soon. I'll keep you updated, because if you're watching a repeat, I'm so sorry if you're missing out on all of these wonderful strands. Now, take a look. Oh my gosh. Now, we've been advertising this strand for the last week or so, and so many of you have been asking, what time, when's it coming on? You need to be on the phone lines now. Otherwise you do risk missing out. Now look at the colour. This is super bridal. Have you been researching your Swiss blue quartz and your sky blue quartz? Have you seen the price tags that you can see that are associated with this wonderful gemstone? These could be charms, couldn't they, on a charm bracelet? They could be a waterfall cascade. They are that bridal pair of earrings. Dropping from very delicate silver, sterling silver always. Think about wrapping around the fine tip of these, making your loop, and there, on a piece of chain, is your simple and elegant pendant, bridal necklace. Make a pair of matching earrings. Think about the bride with these twinkling away in her hair with a matching necklace, a matching pair of earrings. How special would that be? And look at the clarity of these gemstones. Look at the cut. You see how finely polished they look? It's all down to the lapidary, the expert lapidary. These are some of the sparkliest gemstones we've had. And to have topaz in your collection, to give you the opportunity to grab November's birthstone, well, my goodness me, we don't get that opportunity very often, do we? Topaz in your collection. The birth gemstone, as I said, of November, a bridal blue. The most stunning earring and pendant set for Christmas gifts. Sarah, when you're seeing something this elegant but subtle, and these are like beautiful raindrops, aren't they?
Oh, they are.
What would you do with them? I so want to put them in something really special. This isn't a strand for everyday jewellery, is it?
No, it's not. I mean, if you have some of that sterling silver chain that we got in the previous kit, these are also what you could do with sort of making that sort of charm style bracelet. or maybe using that chain to make the focal point of the front of a neckline piece. I would definitely set these with your precious metal findings, and I would be definitely making a pair of earrings out of those on a long piece of silver chain, just because they need that light and that movement round the neckline would be beautiful.
Just intertwining them. I do kind of want to use them sparingly.
I know, but you can imagine if you made a wire wrap piece with all of those in there with some beautiful gizmo coils, if you got the early bird with those silver beads, you could use those on your coils and in your wire work with these. They would look amazing.
They're just so pretty. They're so pretty. They're kind of romantic too, aren't they? Look at that. Look at the sparkle.
Remind me of sort of, you know, when you get the sort of ethereal things, like, you know, like butterfly wings and dragonfly wings and all those sorts of things, and the sort of fairy tale colours, you know, when you have all those beautiful baby colours, but they're just so beautiful.
You have to have this strand. You've just got to. If you've never had the opportunity to work with this gorgeous blue topaz before, you've got to be on the phone lines for this. Now, what do you think this should be priced at? It's a high-end strand. It is more of a considered purchase against a lot of our gemstones, I grant you, but it's way, way, way lower than it should be. Now, Kirsty has just come in. Could you come in and share that information, please, Kirsty? In you come. Trotting would be preferable.
I'm not a horse.
Oh, sorry. I'm not a horse. Oh, yeah, of course you're not. You're still trotting though, aren't you? Tell me, hello, darling. What did you just say? I heard you say something.
I said our ladies in the workshop room, because we've got the TV on in the workshop room, really, really like them, and they're buying them on their phones right now.
It's happening.
Pretty.
They are
They're
just
lovely.
so pretty, aren't they?
I love briolets, they're my favourite.
Briolets are my favourite too. The cut is just, can you see the precision of that cut?
The colour's lovely in them as well.
The colour is
size,
perfect.
yeah.
It's perfect. There's no loss of colour. Even though they're big, they're beautiful.
Very nice.
They are just, the clarity as well, it's just ridiculous, isn't it?
I think I need those, so I'm going to write down the code. Goodbye.
Okay, so you're in competition with not only everybody in the workshop, but Kirsty as well. You need to get these in your life. They should be coming at you, shouldn't it? I mean, if I was giving you this strand for 40 quid, wouldn't you be able to make a profit out of that, Sarah?
You would, because even if you were just to turn those into earrings.
Or pendants individually.
Yeah, and you know, a pair of earrings, you know, on a sterling silver shepherd's hook with a sterling silver eye pin, you'd be charging £12.50, £10 at the very minimum, and you have made your money back, definitely.
Do you know, Sarah, I've got 29 on my strand. If you were 29, if you were treating these as individual pendants, you've got so many.
Yeah.
In fact, even if you were only to sell those for £5 each, you'd be making a seriously good margin, wouldn't you? Well, I'll tell you now, because these are only $28.95. What do you mean 21? You said 28.
She got happy with the buttons.
Well, you have to have them now. You've got to have them. You've got to. So if you put mine down as $28.95, take my money down on mine then. You are so cheeky. All right, okay, well, I've got these. I've just told Kim if we have to wait a certain amount of time before we're allowed to order them. So, all right, if I get them for $21.95, all the better, because I know they're exquisitely beautiful. UIR, U51 is your item code. They range the graduations from 7x4 to 11x7. They're very dangerously close to selling out. Oh, I can't order mine for another 10 minutes. Don't sell out, don't sell out. $21.95. Kim's going to do it for me. What do you mean I've got to wait 40 minutes? Chloe's being strict. I'm not allowed to do that. But they're going to sell out. I can't wait that long. You're so mean.
I know.
I should never have said it in front of management.
Maybe I need to go chase Kirsty to get you one.
Yeah, Kirsty's much nicer than Chloe. £21.95. I didn't mean that. Do you know what she just said? Kaz, get a close-up of her wrinkly forehead. You are mean. I have got a wrinkly forehead. Look, I need Bowie. Huntington Bowie. Whew, look at these pearlies, they're gorgeous. Oh, I love them. Oh, I love them. You know, these just look so elegant, don't they? Like, I remember I used to tell you all the time about how I used to work in Canada. Right up until I worked here. Well, actually, last time I went was last year. I used to work there all the time. Used to go over there all the time for work. And not poor Canadians, they love me over there. They were like, you're a crazy English girl. Now, Canadian ladies, they're just lovely and elegant. And I love Canadians, they're just nice people, most of them. Now, well, I can't speak for all of them, but everyone I met was gorgeous. Now, coloured pearls in Canada are so popular. And of course in Canada they make a massive deal out of the fall. Everything goes crazy. You walk into the malls and everywhere, not only does it smell of cinnamon everywhere, but everything is the autumn colours. I love the way they celebrate seasons in Canada, but they do get the luxury of having those wonderful summers, wonderful autumns. The colours are amazing over there, and this reminds me very much of that. I love them. I think they're elegant. I think they're beautiful. I think they look great in, you know what, twin sets are coming in for this winter. So the matching cardigans with the vest tops, so with the little tops underneath. So these are very twin set. They're very kind of Stepford wives, aren't they? I love that about them though. I want to look like a Stepford wife, but then I've got to stop opening my mouth and ruining it all. Well, do I? Do I really? I've got that crazy look about me, have I? Have a look. Oh, I have got a Cath Kidston pinny, it's true. Have a look. Other brands are available, such as Jewels and Marks and Spencer's. Who doesn't love a bit of Marco's? Now you've got the blue in here, you've got the gold, you've got the green, and you've got that chocolate. I'm going to be honest with you, I want to keep these together, and I want to make a bracelet and a matching pair of earrings maybe, or a matching, not a bracelet, a necklace and a matching, maybe I've got enough to make a necklace and a bracelet in this strand, I reckon. What would you do with... Sarah, a question for you. If I was to knot my pearls, firstly I know that's going to protect them if I've got the knotting tool, brilliant. But also actually, by creating spaces in between them, do I then give myself the opportunity to actually have more?
You do, because you've got that
in a way.
Yeah, without knotting, the pearls are very much up next to each other.
Yeah.
So you give them that little bit of breathing room, if you like, and you also get more because you'll use. It's not a huge amount because the knots are quite small, but you will give yourself a longer strand, if you like, by knotting them.
I'm just thinking it then, actually I've had another idea. What about this? Taking all the colours just as they are, because I like the way they've been put actually on this strand. And I'm going to put maybe an inch of chain, no, maybe 2 inches of chain, gold chain, in between one pearl.
Oh gosh,
and that would be a lovely, and then I would do the same in a bracelet.
You would get a really long line piece out of that.
Yes.
Yeah, which is great over those cardis and those twin sets and your chunky knits for winter. I always find that in winter I want a longer line necklace because you often get a cowl neck or a polo neck or something that's a little bit higher on the neckline or a little chunky around the neckline. So having a longer line piece, and also don't forget that you can put long extenders on the back of your pieces. So don't
you can make them shorter or longer.
Yeah.
She's not just a pretty face. Now already half of the stock has gone, so you've got to be quick. Oh, Kim, that's not the price tag of pearls. $12.95. Like I said to you, you can see pearls at all different prices out there on the market. I've never seen genuine freshwater pearl necklaces go for anywhere near that price tag, and you can make perhaps a good profit off this, you tell me. Now, I think here is an opportunity to get genuine freshwater pearls. They're cool to the touch, so you know they're genuine pearls. £12.95 is your price tag. Now, 3/4 of the stock has gone. Well done. ABG P23 is your item code. Now, gorgeous. These are big. Hey up, look at these. Hey up, I'm being Kaz. Hey up. Hey up, I'm on cameras. That's me being Kaz. Have a look. She's not genuinely offended, are you? Oh, Kaz. Don't you want to sit next to me at the Christmas meal anymore? Actually, I don't want to sit next to you anymore. I want to sit next to Kim because Kim doesn't like roast dinners, so I can eat her roast potatoes. Oh no, Anne, because you're... Yeah, I know! Chloe, what? We're outraged by this. How dare you not like roast dinner?
There's something wrong with that.
She's not... Have a look at these. Listen, Kim, there's nothing boring about making Sunday roast day. Look at these. Come round mine for a roast. We had roast beef this Sunday. It was lush. Why wouldn't you eat it? Oh, God, you're a vegetarian.
Oh, that's why I don't like
Oh. Oh, well, no wonder you don't like roasts. Can you pretend you're not a vegetarian at the Christmas meal? Yeah, that nut roast. I have to cook corn for me, or it drives me mad. Oh, just eat the turkey. It's blinking delicious. I don't know what's wrong with you. Sorry if I'm offending any veggies out there. My daughter's a vegetarian, so I feel I'm allowed to. You know, because I still love you. Have a look. Are you a vegetarian, Kaz? No. Good girl. Have a look at these. Big 16mm rounds. Now, I love... Look at that. Look at that. Sarah, big rounds like this. I think with these, nice bit of wire at the top, pendants, rings. What else? With a big round. What does this offer to Sarah Alvin's designs?
I like using these. I do like wire wrap links, but then I take the wire and I make like a little cone at the top, so you actually make a little cone cover on those.
Do you use your Wags Y cone for that?
I don't, I just
Have you got a Wags Y cone?
I have.
Don't you think it's a funny name?
I know, but it's great.
I can't get over it. Wags Y cone.
And but I do them by hand, and you just wind that wire around, and then you can make beautiful little cones on the top of those, and using chain in between for beautiful links. Use some of that, if you got that other amethyst bundle earlier with all those different shapes in there, they would be beautiful to mix with this.
Oh, I love a bit gold with these. Look nice, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
What about a cuff style bracelet, like a brangle, a bracelet bangle?
Yeah.
Loads of wrapping and wire, keeps it nice and rigid.
It does, yeah. And you know, don't be afraid to have big pieces on your wrists, because you know, in winter you may not want to wear that neckline piece. You may just want to have one feature piece that you wear.
Yeah.
And that is your whole statement piece of jewellery. And those are brilliant for that.
Nice with the amethyst bundle we did earlier, if you're keeping on that purple theme. Also great for things like key rings, handbag charms, because they're nice and weighty. Mix them with some purple feathers as well. Mixed mediums. Have you got a suede? Looks great with the mauve suede. And look at all the banding here. This is what makes agate so special, isn't it? Every single one's got a different shade, and I love that. You're going to create such funky jewellery out of these. Do you know what these are going to look wonderful with? Are you doing your needle felt? I do think these are going to be great with fabrics too. I think they'll be excellent with fabrics. They're real grape. They're like a real deep sort of black grape, aren't they? Oh, I do love black grapes, do you? ABG P70. No, I was looking at Kim. She said you've turned the wrong way. I went, it's because I looked at the price. You're mad, you are. $25 gorgeous, big, deep purple gemstones. These are like dams and plums, aren't they? I do love a plum. £7.95. They're 60 blackberry colours. Oh, I do love a blackberry. It's that season. I've got so many pears. So many pears come from my tree, my pear tree. I'm gonna have to get up that walnut tree today because we've got loads of walnuts and the squirrels having all. I'm going climbing trees, it's happening. I am in work tomorrow. I'm using a ladder. I'm a tree climber, I come from the country. I know how to fall properly. I'll wear my riding hat. I'll wear my riding hat if that makes you feel better, and my body protector. I'll just go up like with my full boots on. I'll take a picture for you, Chloe, all right? Now, let's give to you. Why aren't I allowed to climb? I am accident prone, but I'm still here, still here. I'm like a cat, me. I shouldn't, what's it called? Tempt fate, touch some wood. Oh my gosh, yes it is. It's Friday the 13th. Oh, but I wanted to climb a tree today. That'd be typical, that would. Get wiped out on Friday the 13th. But I wanted to climb a tree. Oh my gosh, it is Friday the 13th. What should we do? Is it a full moon today? Check it, check it, check it. Me and you howling tonight at the moon, all right? Oh, I do love pyrite. Did you get, are you wanting to get Sarah's challenge today? Because if you are, this is gonna go beautifully. Wow, who did this? Who did this? There's no tag on it. Isn't that fab? I love it. Rosanna. It's leather, yeah, look. And you can make it as long or as short as you want, look. Oh, I do like what she's done there. Could you make it into a wraparound bracelet, says Kim. Well, Kim, I shall try for you, darling. Let's have a look. Oh, Friday the 13th, I forgot about that. I'm unlucky on normal days. Maybe this could be my lucky day. Oh, I don't want to tempt fate again. So those wraparound ones that everyone's doing, where they like do it up with a button. Yeah, look. That looks ace. Oh, I feel like Sienna Miller. Boho, not hobo. Isn't that hobo, said Chloe. I think you mean boho, not hobo. I don't even know what hobo is. Maybe I should stop saying it in case it's something. Yeah, I'm gonna. Now. Yeah, boho chic, darling. Darling. Hey, don't you think she's ace, this lady? So, using that, and it smells good. Somebody put on my Facebook page yesterday, my presenter page, I get it, smelling leather. Plus, you know it's genuine when you can smell it. I do like smelling leather. They all say I'm weird. Look, anyway, so you've got the pyrite, you've got the drops. I love a bit of pyrite. Do you know what? You got the nuggets. Who was it who texted us earlier? Asking for, they were asking for memory wire, weren't they? It was Alicia. I love that name. Have a look. With the flowers, Sarah, this is just gorgeous. The nuggets. When was the last time we saw pyrite nuggets?
I can't even remember. It's been ages. If ever. Been ages and ages.
All those nuggets. Look at the texture. Now I'm thinking about putting this with the pearls that you just bought. How gorgeous are those together. Very autumnal. If you bought the Spessartite garnet. How many of these have we got left? How many of these? I do think you are very, very, look at that. I think that is approaching sold out, is it, Kim? We're in single figures of the Spessartite. She's just refreshing it to see whether it's sold out. Look at that. Oh, really low, really low. That Spessartite garnet's going to sell out in the next couple of minutes, I think. Do try it if you're watching. When was the last time? I've never seen pyrite nuggets. Have you ever seen pyrite nuggets, Sarah?
I don't think I've ever had the chance to work with them. I don't know if they've been on before, but I haven't seen them before.
I never have.
No.
So, is that Mark's on the phone? I reckon we haven't. He was waiting ages for the. Do you remember we had the malachite chips nuggets? Went crazy. Is he on the phone? Cheeky devil. Good morning, Marky Parky. Now, very rare we get these, and they are like little nuggets of gold, aren't? Well, that's what they are. They're like little nuggets of gold. Not actual gold, no, but this is fool's gold, isn't it, is what they used to call pyrite, because so many people believed it was genuine gold, but it's more buttery soft, isn't it, than gold? It's more antique-y. If you love your vintage pieces rather than antique-y. If you love your vintage pieces, I love them, do you? I just love rose gold and sort of Amazonite colours. Oh my gosh, I actually think if you bought the Aquamarine, there aren't many colours that wouldn't go with it. You're right, Clo. If you're making, do you know what? What about if you're making your own Christmas tree decorations or table decorations? I think we should all have a competition to see who's got the best Christmas table this year. And we need to do a Christmas decoration show. I've definitely said it earlier, we need a whole Christmas table and Christmas tree decorations. That's what we need to do.
Definitely.
It's going to happen, right? Make it happen. Call Oxbury, tell her I said. Now, if you bought the leaf beads from earlier, which I believe have sold out, but do try, then that is perfect. I mean, there's autumn in a nutshell. So let's take a look at these drops as well. They are top drill droplets. So those are going to look really good with, oh, that looks nice, doesn't it? Really pretty. If you've got your Chip and Nugget DVD, I do think the pearls are going to look awesome. Chip and Nugget DVD, if you haven't got it, grab it. It's only $4.95. You can get it on our website or by giving us a tinkle on 0800 644 655. So let's go shopping, shall we? A trio of gorgeous gemstones. Don't forget, hand-carved flowers in here. These will look wonderful in wirework projects. Great if you're inspired by the likes of Gemma Crow. She would love these. My Lady Crow. CBG C78. Do you know what? You're only paying 20 quid for these, pounds for these, which is already good, isn't it? £20 for all of this, fine. Except Kim likes to give you a much better deal when you tune into us. And you can always shop online with us, but the benefit of tuning in, of course, not only to be inspired by the wonderful designers such as Sarah Elvin, such as Gemma Crow, such as Mark, Debbie, Linda, Debbie Kershaw as well, not forgetting the wonderful Rachel Norris, Karen Crawford, Natalia Coleman, so many of you. I could go on. $14.95. So not only do you get the wonderful inspiration, but you also get the better deals by tuning into us today. Wonderful. Now, box tres. These are fab. Sorry, I keep getting, I don't know what's wrong with this thing today. Yeah, I keep getting yanked about. I love these. Now, I've only seen these once before, Kim. They're amazing. Do you remember when we bought these on their own and they went bananas? Just look at these. They're like little honey pots. Don't you think these are like little pots of honey? Sarah, aren't these amazing? Look at the shape. What do you do with these?
I would want to have 6 of those tessellated next to, or 7 of them tessellated next to each other to make a really feature pendant. Wire work them together, so they would actually look like a larger.
Like a flower.
Well, look like a larger hexagon. So and work them round each other, so that you end up with a larger piece, and wire work those into a real feature, either for a pendant or even for a very statement piece on the centre of the cuff. I think that would look an amazing piece.
With the golden hematite, they just set each other off, don't they?
They do, because it really sort of adds that extra warmth to the other gemstones.
Well, it makes it very golden, doesn't it? Because I think it could be bright and sunny and yellow for the summertime, but it can also be warm and golden and rich for the winter time. So this is a wonderful one to put in your stash. CNG C47 is your item code. Golden Sun. The citrine are 16 by 15 to 20 by 18, and the hematite, golden hematite, is 10 mil. So these are perfect. These would be great for Shambhala style bracelets, and they could be unisex. They're great for putting on leather, just 1 or 2. Goddess bracelets. What was the one, the goddess kind of one? The Charlotte's Web. That'd look good. Charlotte's Web with brown coloured waxed cord.
Or even sort of go for something really sort of different and put a red in there. Or,
very Christmassy, Sarah.
Or even a rich purple, like a royal purple would look gorgeous.
I've got a red strand. Oh yeah, I like that. It's uber Christmassy, isn't it? Look at that. I mention Christmas about 4 times an hour, don't I? That's how excited I am. I was mentioning it in June, yeah, that's true.
Only 100 days to go.
How many days?
100. I think it was yesterday was 100 days to go.
100 days till Christmas?
I think so.
I need to start shopping now.
I know.
I do this every year. I go, yeah, plenty of time, rah, rah, rah. Christmas Eve, every year. Every year, massive blind panic. running around. I reckon I lose about half a stone on Christmas Eve. Can you organise me? Thank you. Because people are trying, but it's becoming really trying for them. Have a look. Thanks for organising me, Chloe. I'll just give you all my money and you can help me shop, yeah? Oh, good. She loves being a personal shopper. Now, look at these colours. They're just perfect together, aren't they? Look at the clarity of this citrine as well. And citrine's a household name, would you say?
Definitely.
I think we all know about citrine, right?
Yeah, it's one that people know. It's like it's a bit like amethyst. You know, it's not quite as well known, but it's one that people do understand and do know.
You can see this in the jewellers, right? And you can see it in the likes of the bigger jewellers. Golden Sun, CNG, C40. Do you know, wasn't this citrine around 13 or 14 quid, Kim? It was, wasn't it? £12.95 for this alone, which you can buy on the website if you want to on its own, that's fine. Or you could pick up this bundle where you buy the citrine with this code, you've got to use this code, and you get the hematite, the golden hematite for free. £12.95 for both of these. What a wonderful deal. We are buzzing, busy on the phone lines for this one. Kim said, I've got something cracking for you. I don't know why she's gone scouse. Which one should we do first? Now, I bought you these yesterday, but in a different colour, and you were going mad for them. Did you see these, Sarah, yesterday? Because you were watching, weren't you? I think. Were you watching?
I did watch. I kept dipping in and out because I was busy making kits. I did see those, yes.
Aren't they fab? Would you leave the middles in, or would you take them out?
Ooh, I'd be tempted to do a bit of both, actually. Maybe do it alternate.
I like this. Reminds me of the galaxy.
Yeah, and maybe do alternate ones. So have one with the centre removed, and maybe fill that with, if you've got any gold spacer beads, and something like that, pop a gold spacer bead in there, and just do that alternate look.
Chloe's saying they're like melted chocolate. You know, the nice one beginning with G. My favourite, that one, Chloe, a ripple. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love a ripple. Now, have a look. I love this because it reminds me of, it's kind of hippie chic, isn't it? Reminds me, it's very rustic, isn't it? Now, my mum wears these kinds of colours, but also she decorates the house. She's a hippie. You know, one of them ones, the authentic ones from like 1920. She's from 1960s when she was a hippie. Well, is that hippie? I don't know. Anyway, it's those hippie chic colours. No, 70s wasn't hippies. That was like flares and that, wasn't it? I think it was the 60s. Anyway, she used to draw flowers on her face and everything, my mum. Have a look at this, and then you're going to get 2 strands like this. Basically, you're getting 2 strands on 1 strand. Does that make sense? Because we filled up, this is great value. You can make rings out of those, couldn't you? And do you like sometimes wearing jewellery that you can fiddle with? Because I would be turning these around on my wrist, would you?
I love jewellery that either makes a noise, has movement to it, or it's very textural.
Yeah, I love to feel my jewellery.
You can move it. And I love things like, you know, when you have like loads of bangles on and it chings and changs up your arm and things like that.
Yeah.
I love all that feeling about jewellery, and I love the way it makes you feel.
You're right, and you know you're wearing it as well, you know. I like that too, Sarah. I think these all would look great with your needle felt. Now, these are the colours, aren't they, of needle felting? Yes. So I really do think if you are needle felting, get this bundle. And if you're not needle felting, why aren't you needle felting? You should be needle felting.
I picked my kit up yesterday.
You got yours yesterday?
Yeah.
Are you excited beyond excitement?
I am very excited. It's just a shame I've got so much work to do that I'm not going to get a chance to play with it for about 2 weeks. Hopefully in 2 weeks' time
Have
I'll
a
be
day
able
off.
to do it. Yeah.
Have a day off. Forget it. Have a day off.
Yeah.
You are going to go mad for the needle felting. Well, Sarah, you need this bundle then, because as you know, you get all these wonderful colours in needle felting. CBG, C34, 5 strands, 1 wonderful price tag. Oh my. If you don't get this, I don't know what's going on. Have you seen this?
I know, I've just looked at that and it just...
You're a nut job, Kim. That's £1.80 per strand. Less than that.
that is amazing, and you can do so much with those.
She's classy. You get 2 of the light brown shell hollow hexagon knot coin beads, 18mm for the outside and 10mm for the inside. Purple shell nuggets, 7x8 to 21x8. Fuchsia shell nuggets, 11x5. Multicoloured shell nuggets, 10x7. It's called Funky Shell because Kim couldn't think of a better name. CBG, C34. It's not as bad as Dion. She called a shell bundle the other day Shelly. I don't know, I think it's very hippie chic, and I think it's very felt orientated, and I also can see sari silks. I don't know what I'd call it. I love it. All right, shell. No, it's lush shell. Oh, as in high. Oh, right, okay, I don't get it. Oh no, I don't watch those things. I don't have time. Plus, well, I never sit down to watch the telly. So, I'm too busy claiming trees, Bab. Hoovering more like. Now, shall we give you Sarah's bundle? Because she's made some lushness. How's it going with the lushness? I love that necklace you've made. Yeah. Can I have it, please? Yeah. Thank you, darling. Am I demanding today? I'm not. I love Sarah. She's all right, aren't you? You still love me, don't you? Thank you. Give her a little stroke. Now, look at this. Now, this could not be any more Egyptian if it tried. It just couldn't.
I need to put a little bit of chain just at the top there, just to hold it in place. The top.
Oh, here, yeah?
Yeah, but I haven't quite finished it, but it's
nearly
nearly
I love it. I love this. It's wonderful. Sarah's using the bead loom.
I am. It's nearly finished.
We're going to recap that. Oh my goodness. We're going to recap that. She's made something that is so going to get stolen by me. Now, if you want to make something gorgeous like this, I'm going to give you the bundle to do it. Lapis lazuli is typically very, well, of course we associate it with Egypt, don't we? With the ancient Egyptians, not Egypt now, but the ancient Egyptians, Cleopatra, using this gemstone, together with turquoise to make those striking eyes that she had. How gorgeous was Elizabeth Taylor as Cleopatra? It was those kinds of tones. Lapis blue is something you will hear very much in the design world if you're flicking through your Vogue or your Marie Claire or your Cosmopolitan. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Oh, well, you're right, actually. Chloe said, well, the picture Jasper reminds me of pyramids. Yeah, those sandy colours. We said that at the same time. I feel a bit, ooh, because it's Friday the 13th. Oh no, it's giving me the heebies. 3 incredible strands. Not navy, not royal blue. Perfectly in the middle to give you the wow factor and the depth and the sparkling stars of the pyrite. It's very romantic, this gemstone, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's lovely. You can't fail to have beautiful jewellery with this. It's just, I love those gold flecks. They really just lift that really beautiful blue. And it's just, it goes so beautifully with antique bronze, it goes beautifully with your rose gold, it goes beautifully with your gold. But also, if you want to take it in a different direction, do put silver with it, because it just takes it on a different direction completely. So don't be afraid that you can't use your silver findings with it because it's got those gold flecks. Just go for it.
Just go for it, indeed. Those Vincent van Gogh Starry Night tones. This really is a gemstone in your lapis that's going to inspire you massively. The Jasper is wonderful because they're not pointed, so you've got different options. You can butt them together. Sarah said they make wonderful wings.
They do.
Oh, you're going to love the jewellery that she's made. AJGC. 25. If you were to buy these individually on the website, your basket would total, without post and packaging, £21. Which actually, when you look at things, it's all right, that price tag. Is it better than you've seen in Can you even find lapis lazuli in beading shops? In your hobby shops, can you? Oh, you're going to like this price. $14.95. Can you get this in hobby shops?
You may be able to get the odd
one or
beads, and typically you won't get them in anything other than around bead, so you would find it very difficult to get these rectangles, and if you did find them in those hobbyist shops, you would probably find you're only getting a very short strand of them, if you can find it.
Get little teeny strands, don't you?
Yeah.
£14.95, AJG C25. Now, let's trot on over. Now, Sarah and I don't know whether Kim can remember that I did this or not, but I actually gave Sarah our early bird. Oh, it's sold out. Oh, I thought that had happened. I just laid myself down. Let's go on over to Sarah, check out her gorgeous designs. So to use a gemstone like Lapis lazuli, that really is an artist's favourite. If you check out the likes of Polymer Picasso, if you check out the likes of Jean Schlumberger, then you'll see what I'm on about. Now, Sarah, you've been challenged today with these wonderful gemstones, and we've been using the bead loom. We've got a few of the bead looms left. They're only £7.95. If you want them, if you want to see how Sarah's created with the bead loom, then I've got an opportunity, very last in stock opportunity for you to do that. If you're watching the repeats, I really hope that you can be successful. Now, your jewellery, I'm going to go and grab your jewellery while we're going to have a look at what you've created out of the bead loom. Yeah. Oh, this is amazing. So you can row with the bead loom.
Yes, yeah. You can. Basically, this is what I was meaning about. If you're going to use different size gemstones, take those up the centre row. So I've made my centre row was wide enough for the rectangles and the rounds, and then on the outside I've used a smaller row to use those small spacer beads in there, the early bird beads. So you can just get different effects just depending on how you use it. And then I've used loads and loads of those early bird beads just to finish off and take those threads and actually get those to a finishing point.
Isn't that fantastic?
Just think the silver works beautifully with
it. Does. I love those silver space beads, and actually putting them all together like that, you sort of see. I'm just going to hold it out for you. You can see how wonderful they are bunched together, can't you?
Yeah. And once you've loomed them, they're so sturdy. I didn't have the right thread with me, so I just used some cotton on there. But you know, it's one of those things that, you know, once it's loomed together, it is so sturdy. That's not going anywhere. And I've used the beading thread down the sides to make my warp threads, so it gives it extra strength as well.
Fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Just cast your eyes once more over the very Egyptian piece that Sarah's created. Wonderful. Last opportunity for the bead loom now, because we are extremely limited. We're into the single figures of that. XFB N29 for your beading loom. $7.95, you get full instructions. You get, of course, the bead loom, and you're ready to go with those little gemstones, well, big gemstones actually, and row, make things in a row. And this is just incredible, isn't it? Big feature piece.
I went a bit mad with it, but yes.
Oh, I love it. I love
finished,
it. Yeah. Gorgeous. Now, your Spessartite garnet, we have like about 2 strands left of this.
Oh, please don't hesitate. Do grab
I'm going to go and get one. I love it.
Yes.
Absolutely heartbreakingly gorgeous. Those Pab Prodashka colours, oh, aren't they fab?
It's almost alive, that strand. It's got a quality.
It's like on fire.
Yeah, it's got a quality about it that I haven't seen in many gemstones at all, if ever. It's got such an internal glow that is not coming from the studio lights. I mean, you could take that into a darkened room and it would still be creating all of that.
Oh gosh, yeah, it'll glow like you wouldn't believe. It's like hot lava.
It's amazing.
It's wonderful. $39.95 if you missed out on the Mandarin garnet that we gave you last week for £69.95. Here's an opportunity for you to get this wonderful gemstone again. Spessartite garnet in graduated faceted rondelles, 2x1 to 5x3 on an 18cm strand. You're still going to get those wonderful Mandarin tones. You're still going to get that Pab Prodashka glow, that wonderful fiery glow. It's just incredible. I mean, that is, if you did get that, I can't wait to see your wall of fame. With the lapis.
It looks amazing. It looks absolutely just amazing.
Oh. Gorgeous. Now, last chance to buy your Swiss, or sky blue, in fact, topaz.
Oh, I need these.
These are just incredibly beautiful. Their sparkle is outstanding. You literally, I mean, these are eye clean. They're so crisp, aren't they? You can't see any inclusions of the naked eye there at all. The briolet cut has got to be my favourite. It's just so expensive looking. £21.95, your price tag for those. UIR U51. Now, if you're calling from the UK on your landline, that 0800 644 655 number is free phone. Otherwise, do come through and shop online. It's allthews.jewellerymaker.com. Check out baskets now, because if you do have this strand in your basket, you are missing, well, you're about to miss out.
Yeah.
Now. When can we see you again, my darling?
Wednesday night.
Oh, so soon, how fab.
Yes, and then the following Wednesday and the following Friday.
And the following Friday. Are you on again tonight or not?
No, not tonight. I've got a rugby match to go watch.
Okay, well no, it's Fee tonight, isn't it, Ed said? Fee's on tonight, live at 5 o'clock. Got loads and loads of... It's Mark on tonight with Fee. How wonderful, what a lovely combination. We've got Diamonds, don't forget, on Sunday on the Late Show, so definitely remember, keep that in your diary, because we haven't got many of those at all, as you can imagine. Now, obviously, tune in to us, gorgeous Fee. Hello Fee, if you're watching. Fee is going to be here at 5 o'clock, so tune in. She's got some amazing deals, and she's just a lovely lady and she's gorgeous. So make sure you tune in then. We will see you bright and early at 9 o'clock tomorrow. For now, get busy jewellery making and send us in your wall of fame. We'll see you later.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy to follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B989HF.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD